All right, somebody call me on 646-880-9161. 646-880-9161. Somebody call me on a number. This is ridiculous. Still I go wipe it tomorrow because it makes no sense what is happening. Hello?
Hello.
Talk again.
Hello.
Well, your voice I go through. It's working in that mix. But you're up on the road door.
Me no dey on no road until I like from me.
No, sir, me hear some.
I saw me live near road.
You live
Me no
near,
dey on no road.
you live near road?
Me live very near the road.
Because
All the train. You look, you never hear the train too.
yeah, because me I hear the road, you know. Can't go around the thing. Me I hear
I
the
saw you
road.
fast and stay.
Yeah.
You know, stop it.
No, yeah, me I go wipe my computer tomorrow and thing and whatever, man. This is cheap and done.
Just as cheap.
This is cheap. As what we get, what that mean? We know what it mean, you know, but where we get it from? This is
Where we get it from?
No,
Something them you see.
no, we know what it mean, you know, but like the literal thing, this as cheap. It's like where that come from, you know? This as cheap, you know. Like wait, define that. If somebody asks you what this as cheap mean, what would you say?
You might as well.
Oh, that's brilliant. That's brilliant. That's
Don't play with influenza.
No. Hold them influencer, hold them. No. That's right on point. That's what it means. Might as well.
Yes, might as well. You might as well go ahead with that.
This has cheap. This has cheap. I'm trying to find some sort of genesis, like we say, you know, explain this as cheap, you know. Well,
Okay, so we can explain, we just have to accept it and just go and work with it and come so we can see it.
yeah, you know, even though it's cheap, work with it, you know, just as cheap.
Well, just as cheap we work with it.
Yeah, just as cheap. Yeah, just as cheap you work with it, you know. Might not be, you know, might not be pricey enough quality, it might be of the lowest standard, but work with it, you know, this is cheap. You know.
This is cheap.
I'm guessing. I don't know if it's something along those lines, but you're right. It is might as well, you know. This as cheap mean might as well. You know, at least we get a little grammar class out, a Jamaican grammar class out of all of this thing, yeah, tonight. Anyway, you're good though.
Yes, I'm good.
All right, now say a word, man.
Yeah, I want to tell you one something before the party.
Yeah.
Make sure, say, you don't come at the party and kind of look a shot of Baileys. Me need real buckle of Baileys. Big buckle? No, and the shot buckle them.
Big buckle of Baileys.
Yes, sir.
All right.
I could have even one to me one.
I'll share something with you here.
Mm-hmm.
I won't have the bar at Amazon.
Okay.
I won't have. Amazon don't give up them bar.
Then don't.
Well, nobody in New York City is giving up them bar.
Yeah, me know, but me know say when
Yeah.
some place first like little something, you would have the bar.
Yeah. You remember when we used to go and the little place we used to have a Raga first for all long.
Yeah, exactly, over Lana, yeah.
Them not get down. Them remodel the thing. No more bar.
Okay.
There are halls where you can go and you have your own bar, but in general, them can't hold my crowd, and them just not have the Amazon or something there, you know.
Ambiance, yeah.
Yeah, and you know, and so I was just like, yo, I'll just take the door and pay for, you know, cause you have to pay a money for Amazon. It's Amazon, you know? And so me take the door, but you know, me never really promote that thing the way I promote the event then.
Yeah, the other years.
But you know, but we are give thanks here. We have a lot to be thankful for. We're going to have fun, don't we?
True.
Yeah. And I'm looking forward to it. And these things have a way to just turn out like super special, you know, when you least expect it, you know. Once you approach it with the right attitude.
It's a nice, man.
Man.
We can't remember a long time we not get together, you know.
That's true. That's true.
Long time.
That's true.
But 3 years now.
Yeah, COVID mash up a thing, you know. COVID mash up.
So everybody all excited. So everybody are come from near and far, yard and abroad.
Yard and abroad.
Yard and abroad in a too cute vibe.
Yeah. You Liquid send me $150. And Seven must give a 2 ticket out of that. And him say he would have bought Del Marine's ticket, but he received word that Del Marine had already bought her ticket. So so him say, the money is no problem, you know.
We know that, but he did wait too long.
Yeah.
So Del Marine couldn't wait anymore, so that's why she went ahead and got her ticket.
Well, a $250 ticket Liquid buy, you know.
Yes, and I may say he did to buy too, but because he do it Del Marina, it's on a wait for no boy. So they'll just take out her money and buy her ticket.
So you think Liquid would really buy Del Marina $250 ticket?
Well, to all Liquid love Del, you know, anything is possible.
What you say? If it's a $500 ticket for Del Marine, Liquid would buy it. See you know.
That buy it, man. Worse, you know, so we have to Liquid that.
Yeah, you know.
Liquid have to maintain that.
Yeah, no, I can know the man they always a beat woman for this and that and whatever. You know, so him have to hold up a standard, don't?
Exactly.
Yeah,
you have to maintain his standard.
Yeah, man, he have to come with the thing good, man. He can't come, as we say in Jamaica, pian pian.
Pian pian, pinky.
Yo, pian pian. Pian pian. Like, explain that one, the pian pian.
Pian pian, it's not too good.
Me know, but
it's not up there.
Hey, but
it's not up here.
Well, a lot of these things, it just sound really, you know. Well, this is not just sound. It's 2 words, pian pian. And of course, emphasis. And
pinky. Emphasis.
And the thing that we got from our ancestors in West Africa is that when you're strengthening something, you just repeat it.
Yep.
Right. So, you know, like I say, a good shirt, pian, too fenke. You have to say it 2 times, you know, to make the emphasis, you know. Jamaican language. But anyway, big up yourself, you know, blessing.
All right. Stay tuned.
Yeah, man.
Right.
People, I'm just a chilling up people, man. I make nothing about me. So if anybody, the number. If anybody else want to call about anything, feel free to do so. You know, I said a shirt, yeah. I wore this shirt to work today. It's not fancy or anything. This is so weird.
Hello?
Hold on. I can make sure the caller they might. Let me see if the caller they might hear you first. Here.
Okay.
And people not hear the caller. Hold on. Only hearing this caller. 1 second.
Yeah.
Oh, them say they might hear you.
Yeah, hello.
So people, this is a caller that I was telling about from earlier on. And where you say you're calling from again?
Oh yeah, I'm calling from the Netherlands.
From the Netherlands. Okay.
Yeah.
So what go on, you know?
Hi Kingsley, how are you first of all? Oh my gosh. I love you so much. Oh my gosh.
Okay.
I have to first preempt it by saying that.
Love me?
How are you?
Love me out.
Yes.
Love me out.
Oh my gosh.
You said
you
you
made me
had a crush on
so
me?
much.
You had a crush on me?
Yes. Oh my gosh, I've had a crush on you. I love your lips. I love your big mouth, your big bald head. It is so beautiful. You're so intellectual, so articulate. It is so sexy. You have been and you are the first full grown man I've ever had a crush on since I could far remember. I think when I was like 12, 13, 14, 15, when I first heard you, I remember because I grew up in Jamaica,
Hmm.
but I moved away when I was younger. And I remember all the schoolgirls would always listen to you and they would always say, oh my gosh, this man, he's just so funny. And I heard you talking, and I always pictured, because I had no idea what you looked like. Because if you remember, back in those times when you were on radio, the internet wasn't really that popular.
Right, right.
So I remember just fantasizing about what I thought you looked like based off your voice. And I was like, oh my gosh, I know he's tall, he's dark, he has probably a really nice big mouth. And I would just think all these fantasies of running away with you back then and how I would be so happy if you married me. But I was always too shy to call, and it was so taboo back then. So I had to just hold that on and just think about it. But
What you
I'm
mean
calling you
taboo? Taboo?
now.
Yeah, oh, you're calling me now about one.
Yes, because I have an issue,
Mm.
and I was like, who better to solve it than Raga? Obviously, Mr. Kingsley Stewart. He's so smart. So I was like, I have to call you. I'm literally up and it's after 2 in the morning here.
Okay.
And I said, I'll wait up to call you because I always try to wait to call you, but unfortunately, I always end up going to bed. Oh my gosh, it's so annoying because the difference is, I think, about 8 hours or so.
Mm-hmm.
So it's super hard to stay up, but I'll always listen to it first thing in the morning when I wake up and I'm doing my chores, putting my makeup on, fixing my hair, going to work out or going to, work. I'll listen to it. And I have an issue. I'm so embarrassed to say it because I don't want to get judged after first preempted by saying that.
Mm-hmm.
So I recently got proposed to, and this is my third one in the last couple of years. But my current
Your
partner,
third proposal in the last couple of years?
yes.
Okay.
So I've been proposed to a couple times. Well, Raga, I don't want to sound overly conceited and egotistical, but I'm very beautiful. I'm very pretty. And, obviously we Jamaican, we know how to cook. We know how to have sex. We know how to do all those things. So I'm a catch. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I'm very independent. I'm highly liberated. And I'm just a shit, for lack of better words.
Right, you think
But
turn up.
I
You
have-
think turn up. Well, you know you think turn
Yeah.
up. All right.
And I got a good pum pum. My pum pum is so good. Raga, I recently visited
you have
Jamaica.
a good pum pum, you say?
I have a good tussie cat. I call it a tussie cat.
A tussy cat.
It
You
is
have a
so
good tussy.
good. Yes, I have a good tussie
Why you
cat.
say it good? Oh, you know it good. Why you say it good?
Raga,
Yeah.
because when the man is in my vagina, my good tussie cat, they're always crying and they're saying things to me. And I'm not gonna lie, I did cheat on my man when I went to Jamaica recently with 5 different Jamaican men. Oh my gosh, Raga,
Hold on.
when I tell you,
You go Jamaica
Yes.
recently and burn your man with
I
5
was.
man down there.
I don't want to, as I said, I have to first preempt it by saying I am no saint. I love sex. I'm highly liberated and I'm still young. So I like sex. I do like a lot of sex. That is where I have an issue now with my partner.
But hold on, but 5 man in a one vacation.
I don't think nothing's wrong with that. I've had like 10 men in a month. I don't think anything is wrong with that. I think, we as society, we've gotten way more liberated and we're more open to experimenting and trying. And sex is very good. You know what I mean? And it feels really great, Raga. And I waited until I was a little bit older to start. So now that I finally found how enjoyable it is. I want to do it all the time.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay. How old are you right now, if you don't mind me asking? How old are you right now?
I'm in my early 30s. I'm
Early 30.
31.
So you're just about
Yes.
you're just in your prime, you know, when I sit there now.
Exactly.
I work,
Exactly.
yeah,
And my
yeah,
tussie
yes.
cat is wet, it is tight, and it wants to feel the pounding and the thrusting of a beautiful black man.
Okay.
Yes, so that is why I went to Jamaica to get my groove on, Raga, because my man, he wasn't fulfilling me as how much I wanted it. You know what I mean? So I booked a flight,
Yeah.
me and one of my girlfriends, and we did go to Jamaica. And I stayed at one of the popular resorts. I don't really want to say what it is because I do have, I ended up meeting the managers there and a lot of workers because they would always, whenever they would see me, they'd be like, oh my gosh, that's a pretty dolly looking person. Oh my God, they're so pretty. And I did end up sleeping with a couple of the workers and a couple of, the gentlemen in Jamaica. I call them the gentlemen callers, Raga. Oh my gosh, when I say they use their big bamboos in my tight tussie cat, oh my God, Raga, I came back home so tired. I've not had any energy to fuck my husband, soon to be, in months.
No,
Because I'm so tired.
Sort out. We're having some sponsors coming and they're asking us to kind of
Oh my
ease.
gosh,
No,
I'm
man,
so sorry.
yeah, man, say
But
sort out. You code up the thing and you say tussie cat.
yes.
Yes, you some,
Well, Raga,
Yeah, you sound
thank
like
you so
know
much.
words, like you can know if you
Yes.
fix up things or whatever.
I'm so sorry for that
That's
profanity,
okay.
but
That's okay. Yeah.
I just had an epiphany, Raghav. I had flashes of back in May and June when I was having those ravishing thrust from those beautiful men. And Raga, I'll tell you something at the end. But I came back having to go to the doctors because my tussie cat was damaged. It literally kind of shifted because of all the extreme
There's some
things that I
people.
got.
Right. So what you say about your partner? You know what problem you have with your partner?
So basically, Raga, I met a couple gentlemen callers while I was on my visit to Jamaica. And at this point, I feel like I want to marry one of them. I think I fell kind of in love while being in Jamaica.
Mm-hmm.
So at this point, I am supposed to be getting married soon, but I don't think I could marry my partner because I'm also sleeping with his sister's husband. And I don't really know what to do at this moment, Raga. I'm really scared because he loves me so much. And today his sister came to visit and we were doing some work. And I felt so uncomfortable sitting there with both of them, not knowing that I'm actually sleeping with her husband also, Raga. As I said, I do have I wouldn't say
your partner, your partner who you're there with and who you're asleep with, you're also sleeping with his sister's husband.
Sister's husband, yes. Yes.
Oh.
And Raga, I don't know what to do at this point because I thought when she came over today, I was so frightened. I thought she was coming to confront me. Probably she found something out, but they came over to do some work, but I was so nervous.
Mm-hmm,
so I was like, oh my gosh, why is she here? Did she find out something? Because she was looking at me really funny and I was so nervous.
But some people will probably listen and say, boy, if you are actors as the way you say you are and thing, they must say, then you never need to go sleep with your partner, sister, husband. They must say, why you never just load that? Because you basically, based on the things that you say, you don't have any problem getting people who interested in you. So
well, that's the thing, Raga. I get a lot of attention. And as I said, I like a lot of, sex. So it's inevitable where it's going to happen where I do end up sleeping with people's, husbands. I don't want to say that, or their boyfriends. I've even slept with my mom's boyfriends. When I was younger, I did those things and I felt bad about it. Like me and my mom had competition.
Wait, you said you slept with what? Your mom's what?
I slept with a couple of my mom's partners, and guys who liked her, they ended up liking me, and they chose me over her. And as I said, I've been a little, my mom, she always said I'm a little bit flighty, and that is okay. That's her own term to say it. but I just like
But
to
that
be
not sound
liberated.
right. You cannot take your mother man them. That not sound good for you to take
I
your
don't
mother
see,
man them. Eh?
I don't see anything
You,
wrong with
you
that,
that
to be
kind of
honest.
cool man. You take your mother man them.
No, Raga, once I saw her and this guy, I was peeping and they were doing it, and I saw how well endowed he was, and I wanted to try it out because I was
So
thinking to
you see
myself,
when your man has sort out your mother with one hell of a something and you said,
yes,
well, you have to get some of that, don't
yes, Raga, when I saw her through that little peephole and how she was enjoying that wood, I was so flabbergasted. I literally
So tell me
had to
something,
get
what you
some.
do as a profession, over in the Netherlands? Be honest now. How you live?
I'm
How
a
you get
nurse.
money? Huh?
I'm a nurse.
You're a
I
nurse
work in the healthcare, yes.
in the healthcare. Okay.
But at this point, I don't really have to work because I'm fortunate enough to have, a well off partner. He's
Okay.
well off, so he does also take care of me. So that is
So your
how
partner
I could
take
do
care of
this
you,
extra.
spend good money for you and thing, and
Yes, I have a
you bond
beautiful
him
apartment.
you have a beautiful apartment.
Yes, I have a beautiful apartment. I don't even know how to drive, and I have two cars. He bought me two cars in the first couple months of being together. I have a really good Tussie Cat Raga. So when I give it to these men, they really fall in love with me. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Some people would say I have the tie up hole, but I just got that good bomb Tussie Cat Raga, and it does drive a lot of men crazy. You know what I mean? I hear how they speak when they're inside me, Raga, and how they cry. Even when I was in Jamaica, they were saying some stuff. I was so shocked when he was in the hotel room with me because I even sneaked in a couple of the workers. So
But
they were literally
yeah,
like, oh
yeah.
my gosh, this is the best they've ever had.
I don't know if I the connection from Europe, from Netherlands or what, but through the sound or whatever, some people are a little bit
Yeah.
confused, them not sure if it's a man or a woman it is. So you want to help them clarify that?
If I'm a man or a woman?
Yeah, some people not sure.
First of all, I want to preempt it by saying that is so rude. Why would they assume that I was something that is or are? Why is that even a statement? Why are they skeptical about my voice being of
I don't
a woman or a man? Do I sound like a man or what do I sound like to you? That would tell you who I am.
Well, that's
Does
the
it sound
thing.
ambiguous?
Yeah, there's some people. See, they're posting it. I don't know if you're seeing the post in YouTube
What?
on YouTube, but they're posting stuff.
Well, okay, Raga, I could be honest with you and say I was born a man, but I'm a woman now.
Okay.
So I am transgender.
Transgender. Okay.
Yeah.
Were you born?
But I have a
Were you born in
full sex
Jamaica?
change.
Huh?
Yes, I was born there, but I moved away really young. But I have a full sex change, so I don't have
You have a
what
full
you
what?
have.
You have a full what?
I have a full sex change. I don't
A
have what
full
you
sex
have.
change. A full.
Yeah.
All right. Let me just be honest with you. I am woefully ignorant about this in so many ways, right?
Okay.
So when you say you have a full sex change, does that mean your penis was replaced with a vagina?
Yes, I have a vagina.
Okay. But
I have a breast and I have a vagina.
Okay, so but the vagina that you have, it was placed there. It was.
Are you trying to call me out, Rock, and say I have a man-made vagina?
No. That's just the point. I don't know this thing. I have honestly, no.
Mm-hmm.
I really don't know about them something. Here. I don't know. Like, I don't know if them put in something there or if them. I know that. Well, we all know. The whole world know that people go through sex change. But
Okay.
how the actual sex change go, most people don't know. Most people don't know.
Yeah, I guess they're probably
if something
ignorant
artificial is put in there,
Yeah.
or if them just move the male appendage and just fix up what left there. Most people don't know.
Okay, but I do have a vagina. I've had one for a couple years well. And it's been working beautifully.
Right.
The men enjoy it. It's a little shallow, when you have a man-made, for lack of a better word, vagina.
Yeah.
You cannot take overly endowed things. You have to be very careful You know
Oh,
what I
so
mean?
well,
Because I
the
have,
man-made vagina, them no, them shallow, them you know, them
yes,
usually not deep and thing, right?
they're not as deep and as wide as a woman's vagina.
Oh,
But
okay.
yes, yes. And I should say it's way better than a real woman's vagina.
No, 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 no. You need to stop right there, sir.
I'm telling you,
Why
Raj,
you
as a
going to say
woman, I'm
something
telling
like
you,
no?
from a lot of men who've been there, who
Hold on,
know
no, man.
either that I'm a woman or I was a man in a past life. They've literally said to me, they've literally said with me, and I've asked them, do you prefer this vagina? And they've literally said, this is better than a real tussie cat. I'm telling you,
No, hold
Raga.
on, no. There is a I, I don't know if you're aware, but there is a huge
Mhm.
war going on right now. Well,
Against real women and so-called
and
artificial
trans women,
women,
right,
pseudo
right,
women.
right. And
Raga, I just feel like real women are jealous of us because we really could pull all their men. And Raga, before I was a woman, a real woman, I was already getting men because I was pretty as a boy. You know what I mean, Raga?
oh,
I've always
so
had a lot of straight men.
So so one, you say
Yes,
your vagina where you get through your trans process, your sex change, you
yes,
say it
yes.
better than
It
natural
is better
woman
than a real
vagina.
vagina.
And you said the part of the war we are going with real, because we never
Yes,
really make the point. I must admit, I am one of those, I'm a little bit like, when I hear trans woman,
yes.
war real woman, and I tell them, say, on a jealous away because on a realer than real woman,
Uh-huh.
right? I'm sure you have heard that argument before. That make
I
any
have,
sense with
I
you?
have.
Oh, you can be a trans woman. You were born a man
Hmm.
and you became a woman through a process. And you're going to say
Yes.
you are more woman than the woman who born a woman and stay a woman.
Well,
That doesn't
I could
sound
see both
logical.
sides, Raga.
Eh?
I could see both sides. I could see both sides.
No, no, no. But I'm saying that doesn't make sense.
I could see both sides.
No,
There's
no,
a
no,
lot
no.
of
How
real,
can you be
born.
how can you be more natural than a
Mhm.
natural woman? Explain
Well,
that.
I won't
Explain
go
that.
into that as that is something that's highly political and everyone has their own ignorant points about it. But for me, I will say there's a lot of real born women who cannot give child. You know what I mean? They cannot bear children. Or they have a lot of other issues that I, as a woman, don't have. You know what I mean? And just like I would say to a
What
cis
do you mean
woman,
about beer children that they have that issue
there's
that you
as
don't have?
in, a lot of women would say being a woman, one of the greatest things ever is you could create a child.
Right.
But a lot of them cannot create children, you know what I mean? They cannot procreate. You know what I mean? They always have that thing to say us, transgender women, we cannot procreate. But there's a lot of cis women who cannot procreate either. You know what I mean?
Well,
There's a lot of
no, no.
them
Well,
too.
it's
So
not a
would that
lot.
make
It's
them
not
less
a
of a
lot.
woman?
No, no. But well, I see what the argument where you make. But what I'm saying is that's a separate thing. You never answer the question. What I'm saying is, how can you, who became a woman after you were born a man, and I'm just
Yeah.
following some of the arguments here, and it's a big war here in New York City. But when I hear trans women a cuss off, real women, I can't, it's just weird even using these terms. And I say, I am more woman than you, and my wool better than your wool, and I'm jealous, you're jealous, and thing like that. What I'm
Uh-huh.
saying, just by virtue of logic, if
Yeah.
you, with all due respect, I'm not insulting you or anything, but if
No, not at all.
in becoming a woman, it was artificially put together
Yeah.
for your
Uh-huh.
own thing, how can something that is artificially designed and constructed
Yeah.
be more natural than a woman who never go through any type of adjustment in her anatomy?
Enhancement?
Yeah, that don't make sense.
Well, let me first preempt it by saying I personally I love women. I believe that all women are beautiful. I don't sit or stand or think there's a war when it comes on to me and a cisgender woman. I see them as my sisters, and I
Okay.
see them as someone beautiful.
Okay.
I don't share that same sentiment as a lot of other trans women do. So
Okay.
I don't think we are better than real women. That is impossible for me to think like that. That would be ludicrous. You know what I mean? But what I said was my vagina, a lot of men have said it feels or it felt way better than a real vagina. That's the only thing that I've actually
Oh.
highlighted. But I would never, ever say that I am better than a real woman. That would be ludicrous. You know what
Right.
I
Right.
mean?
Right.
There's a lot of transgender women who think like that, but not me at all, Raga. But in saying all that, I just don't want real women to feel like we have this war going on about who could be a real more women. Because that, first of all, is so kind of crazy to even think like that because we learn how to behave from women. So
From
how
real
could
woman.
you
Right.
knock
Right. Right.
down?
Right. Right.
Yeah,
And
it wouldn't make any sense. It's like a
and
double entendre.
no, no, and
It
I'm
doesn't make
saying,
any sense.
just an intelligent analysis of this. One could say, listen, everybody have a right to be who they think they're more
Yeah,
comfortable being.
definitely.
Okay, right? So everybody have a
Yeah.
right to be that. So on one level, if somebody said, listen, I don't feel right being who I am, and I feel
Yeah.
more natural being, such and such gender, and
Yeah.
that person now may have access to the means to make that adjustment. Because at the end of the day, I think each person's sole primary responsibility, is to be responsible for their own happiness, right? So
Uh-huh.
whatever want to make you happy, be happy, right?
Exactly.
And just so you know, people have cussed me out for this because some people feel strongly about this and say, no, yeah, it sounds like you condone it and whatever. Right? I don't care. I just have my opinion. If
I
you
don't think so. First of all,
if you want to be
Okay.
happy being this and go through this process and be that, more power to you. Like, do your thing. One
Yeah.
of the things I want you to help me understand though is,
Yeah.
and I don't know if you have any opinion on this.
Uh-huh.
There is a movement now amongst trans women
Yes.
to go after children because them say them want to educate the children them from them young. One, two, and two, they claim that parents should not relate to their daughters as daughter or their son as son because they are committing a serious injustice against them. So these trans women claim that they're actually saving children by telling them that you're non-binary and you can be what you want to be and so forth. Do you think that is a good idea? So it's fine if you want to be that, But why them feel the need now to go after children? And I tell what is going on there? What is the purpose of that?
Well,
Why them
a lot of people, I will say a lot of people, especially more ignorant people who aren't as educated, they will probably think like that it's an agenda. It is a type of destructive manner set to implement some form of propaganda or disaster on children and grooming them when that is really not the truth. I will say though, there are educated conversations that has been had in regards to letting kids be kids. But there's a lot of hypocrisy in saying that statement because you'll say, do not teach them about certain things. But at the same time, we will push our little boys to go ahead and do manly things, grown adult things. And at the same time, those not parents, but we have a lot of grown men who will pounce and prey upon little young girls and look at them as sexual objects. But at the same time, they will say, oh, this gay stuff, you shouldn't teach them that or this or that. But as I said, there's a lot of hypocrisy and a lot of ignorant people. I choose to speak to someone who's highly educated about this because you cannot have this conversation with just anyone.
No.
I mean?
No. In response to my question, the examples you use, they are not really strong.
I know they're far-stretched.
Right, because
I know it's far-stretched.
Listen, hold on. I do not have to make a case that even though there are people out there who, represent a segment of society, a minority that prey on kids, for the most part, am I wrong in saying most people understand boundaries between adulthood and kids. Am I wrong in saying that?
Oh, yes.
That's true,
No,
right?
no. You're not wrong at all.
So you probably don't want to just use, the exceptions or, the instances that are far on the periphery to represent as a counter example to say, for example, that, man like girl and all them something there and whatever. Yeah, you have some double standard there, older men with
a lot of double standards.
and then society, comfortable with that as opposed to if an older woman there with a younger man and whatever. But what I'm saying is we all know that there is a certain point where even if it happens, people are very uncomfortable. People have long been very uncomfortable with societies where it's legitimate to marry off children when them people complain about that long time, and you know that too. People have been really opposed to that. With the whole notion being we have to protect our children and keep them away from certain things until they're old enough, right? So again, I'm asking you, why is it that they feel the need? I don't know if you know what's going on over here in America, but
I do know. I travel to America. I'll be in America in 2 months.
All right, hold on. When picking a little bit, them love wear them parent shoes, right?
Mm-hmm.
It just so happened that kids, mothers nurturing and whatever, and them they run them mother a lot or whatever, so them will end up with them mother shoes. That don't mean that the child want gender affirming care because he wants to be a girl or whatever type of thing like that. Why are they going after the children?
But let me just say something really quick, Raga, to stop you in your tracks.
Yeah.
I feel like what you're also not understanding is certain kids are way more advanced and smarter, and they're not pushing this quote unquote propaganda or agenda on everyone. They're just simply saying certain kids at a certain age, they know who they are. You know what I mean? They know that, okay, mom, I feel different, or dad, I don't think I'm a boy, I think I'm a girl, or I think I'm a boy and not a girl. So it's for those ones. I don't feel as if they are pushing this agenda again, and I'll use that loosely because that's what
hold on. But that's what kids do. Kids, if you tell me that my son that they're Spider-Man, they tell me they want to live
but
on
we know when
another
it's
planet.
different, Raga. We know when it's different. We know when they're different.
I know, but what I'm saying is when kids are young, their imagination run wild and so forth, and they want to be a million things. That is just a figment of their imagination. And the point is, they're so young and impressionable, they don't really understand the world yet. This is common knowledge. So what I'm saying is, when somebody ever said, when somebody else said like 3-4-year-old, them are going to school and them want to make it legal nowhere and systemic nowhere, the parents don't even have a say in it. It's just happening in school. And when the parents oppose it and think, they're attacking the parents. That is what is going on over here,
I understand that, but that you have to take up with probably your, government and your local politicians, you know what I mean, and your local legislations, you know what I mean? Yeah. But if they're putting that on, that is something that you have to speak to with the teachers, the doctors, whoever are putting on those rules or implementing those rules. But I will say this, it is not necessarily quote unquote, because I'm not gay, a gay thing where it's gay people who are actually pushing this on. This is way bigger than us. So a lot of times we just get the...
Wait. You say you're not gay. You're not gay.
Well, I'm a woman. You know what I mean? I'm a full-fledged woman.
You don't like woman. You don't like woman right now.
No, I've never been with a woman. I have no interest. I'm a straight woman. You know what I mean?
Yes.
I have no interest in being with a woman.
You're a straight woman.
Yes, I'm a heterosexual woman. But so, I can
So before your sex change, when you were a man, you never at any point attracted.
I've never had sex with I've never. Ew, Raga, why would you ask me that? Would you want me to ask you, have you ever been with probably the same sex? Ew, no, I've never. I'm a woman. I've always known.
But I don't have a sex change, and I don't want to have a sex change. That is what, but you're helping me to understand it now and whatever. And but tell me something, at what age you knew that you... Even though you were born, even though you were born as a man, at what age you knew that you were meant to be a woman? Yeah,
I was different. I knew, Raga, and this is the truth. I knew as far as 4, I knew I was different. I knew I liked boys. I never liked girls. I always liked dolls, and this was not something impressionable or that was pounced up on me or I just knew. I always was attracted to boys. And, growing up, that's all I liked was men, boys. Never liked girls. I tried to date girls because, as I said, girls would like me. I'm a very good looking, when I was in another life, a boy. I was very handsome. I always heard it. Girls would like me. And some people would be like, oh no, he is a gay. Oh no, he likes, boys. And they'd be like, no, he's cute. We could change him. A lot of naive people think, oh, we could change him, but no. So that is why I said
any woman ever moved to you aggressively and try to
They have, and I had to run.
What?
They did.
Run? Any woman ever tried to hold you down and grind you off and thing like that?
Yes, I did, and I had to run.
Wait, tell me what happened. What you do? You run?
Raga, my mom and my uncles would get women to come and do stuff with me, and I would scream and cry, and they would pull my little something out and try to do stuff, and I was so traumatized and scared because I did not like that thing. Get that thing away from me. I don't want to see that or touch that. That stuff was just not for me. So they did try to be like, oh, probably he just needs some Pussycat and that'll change him. Oh no, sweetie, I did not want that. I wanted the other thing.
So when them come, when them come with the Tussie and try to get you and grind you off and thing and what you do, you ball and just say,
Raga, my little stuff would not turn up. It would not rise to the occasion of whatever Miss Thing wanted. It was not happening.
Okay.
So that's why I knew from then. And even when I would go on dates with girls and they would try to let us do the thing, it would never work. And I was not about to go eat nobody's Pussycat.
Well, you never kiss the chun yet. You never kiss it yet.
Oh no, Raga, we don't eat Pussycat around here. That is too salty. No. Oh no, sweetie, that is too fishy. No, Raga.
Well, so how you know it's salty?
Because I've heard from all my girlfriends and guys and my lesbians. They tell me that stuff is too salty. And once I put my finger in one, Raga, when I pulled it out, it smelled like a market. I was like, what is she selling, Pussycat or fish? It was so bad.
Said the woman them a list you right, and I said this them though.
Raga, it is the truth. A lot of vaginas smell fishy. It has a salty, fishy smell. My lesbian friends too, when they would literally do stuff and they would come, they would say, oh my gosh, that girl vagina, it tastes like sea salt and a fish market. It tastes like tuna.
You probably don't like the scent because I know you don't like it,
But that's what other people said. Men said it and women said it. You know what I mean? My girlfriends would be like, oh my gosh, my vagina smells a little fishy today, a little salty.
Listen,
what I mean?
Listen. For the record.
It's what I've heard.
Listen, first of all, it's not as general as some people would have it be. Not that I'm an authority on most women or anything like that. I'm just saying from what
we know you've tried it, Raga. So tell us.
What do you mean try what?
Raga, come on. It is a new world we are in, Raga. Don't play with me.
Try
please,
what? No, hold on. Try what? Try what?
Are you telling me you've never went below the table and picked up some fish?
No, are you asking me if me a woman sort out?
I'm asking.
If me a woman sort out?
No, you've never tasted something?
No, I never taste it yet. You don't know, say if the whole of them try for you, I said like, Raga, eat the thing and whatever this. So
no, Raga, you're telling me in all your existence and all the stories you've given when you allegedly read things, you've never done a research yet?
It sounds like you're listening to me like that. You know, say, Raga,
I told you, Raga, I've been listening and I've always known. I'm like, every time you talk about research, you know what you read.
Yeah.
I know a lot of those pages you yourself have probably went home and tried them.
Yeah,
so don't start with me, Mr. Kingsley.
So,
I know you've been bowed.
So you ask me if me go down pan chun that you ask me.
Yes. I know you have.
I mean, you're Raga with the innocent mouth. You never know that.
So you're saying that your mouth is a virgin the same way that I'm saying I have never in my life even thought about kissing or touching a woman. You've never went below the table and tasted the forbidden fish?
Nah.
Okay, Mr. Kingsley.
Well on.
Okay.
And you say you never see a pretty pum where you like it.
They're all ugly, Raga. There's no pretty vagina. They're all
When you say,
ugly. I'm
when
sorry.
you said the
There's
one of
no
them
such
ugly,
thing
you
as
said the
a
one of
pretty
them ugly.
vagina.
You said the one of them ugly.
They're ugly.
No,
Raga, remember before I did
some
my
of them
sex
pretty.
change?
Some of them pretty. So you think
Raga?
you're one pretty? Why you think you're
Because
one pretty?
mine was thankfully blessed and created by a wonderful doctor in Turkey.
Well, on a turkey, you go buy your vagina.
I did buy it in Turkey, Raga. Mm-hmm.
Jesus. Well, on, so how that go? What them do? Them.
I was asleep for the surgery.
Hold on. Let me just say, I am me's Mr. Ignorant now, okay? Let me just admit that, okay? I am the ignorant buffoon right now when it comes to these things. So my question is, what them do? They make a vagina and put it down there?
Yes, so basically they cut your genitalia,
right,
and they turn it inside out. They flip it with your testicles and everything. So Raga, my vagina, I literally feel, and this is no comparison to a real woman's vagina, before the army squad come and attack me, because they probably are, I'm not sure, but I do have orgasms, for lack of better words. I do, the EJ word.
Hold on. Oh, you have orgasm. I don't understand.
I do, because it's still, Raga, all they just did was flip it inside out, cut some stuff and stitch it. So when I'm getting, done up, basically, I do get orgasms. I do, come to the occasion. You know what I mean? I've come to many occasions, for lack of better words.
Hold on. So, them
you do come. Yeah,
when you say them cut off the instrument, and then, correct me if I'm wrong, them cut off the instrument, and then what is left there, them, when you say them do, them fall out.
They flip it inside out, and then they create the vagina. So it's still your own, testicles and your own.
So them never get like one Turkish woman something when she dead and left. And
no, Raga, it's mine. It's basically, okay, so to let you understand, it is, where, I'm such a girl, I literally don't even know how to say this, but like your pee-pee, when, that thing that
well, you just say, I'm such a girl.
I'm such a girl, like, I don't even know how to call the pee thing.
Yeah.
It's so crazy. Yeah. But okay, so let me let you know what my vagina is basically. Do you see that a part of it? Well, that would be the for the splitty. I'll call it the splitty part. The thing that part. If I'll just say, like, a lot of women who like to get tasted and their splitty part becomes super long and ugly, that long thing. Yes. Oh, so that part.
Okay. Labia, labia, whichever way you want to pronounce it. Yeah.
I won't say it's not the labia, but it's the the splitty. You know what it rhymes with?
Not labia. Some say labia, some say labia, but yeah. But you call it the splitty part. Also, the splitty part, the part where open out and thing like a look of flower.
No, not that part. I don't know if I could say the CL word.
The clitoris. You can say, clitoris.
Yes, the clitoris? Yeah. I could say the clitoris?
Yeah.
Okay, so do you know when you pee where your where your pee comes through?
Me as a man, yes?
Yes,
woman?
Yes, he was a man.
Yeah.
He was a man.
Yeah, I think I know where my pee comes from, yeah.
Exactly. So that part is also what is enhanced and added to my I will call it my glitter kitty. My Tussie cat. So all that is there.
Added to your what? Added to your what? Your glitter?
Yes, my glitter box.
Your glitter box.
My Tussie cat.
Your Tussie cat.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I call it a Tussie cat.
No, but hold on. You were not born with a clitoris, right?
No, but they created me one.
But you
so
said,
basically, everything that you have, that's what they made into a clitoris.
No, hold on. I am confused. Like the clitoris is it's a particular super sensitive part.
Yes,
woman,
that
right?
long sticky part.
Hold on. But that is something. Isn't that something you have to be born with to have the same feeling in terms of the nerve endings and its connections?
No, that's what I'm saying, Raga. Even as a born man, you have it. You basically, men and women literally has the same thing, just flipped. They just flip it inside out and do some cutting. Hold
on. Are you trying to tell me that I have a clitoris right now?
Well, you have one if you wanted it cut.
Are you saying
But
that?
yes,
Well,
it is.
are you saying that every man have a clitoris right now?
You could easily turn. Yes, you could easily
Hold
turn
on, I know
your
somebody named
pee-pee
Mr.
part.
Faceit. I know
That's
Mr.
that's what's the
Hold on,
clitoris.
I know somebody named Mr. Faceit. His real name is Phil, right? Mr. Faceit,
Yeah.
right? Right. And I know Liquid and thing. Are you saying that Liquid and Mr. Faceit and Tony Green
Has
and
the
Yarkman?
vagina.
Are you saying all of them have clitoris?
Oh yes, Raga.
No, but
The part that your pee-pee come through, that's the clitoris for a man-made vagina.
But no, that can't be that can't be
Oh
the same
yes,
thing.
that's what they cut and help to turn into a clitoris. Yes. So when I'm
Are you
getting,
friggin' serious?
stuff done, yes, you need to do your research. Yes, that you're probably really not as knowledgeable in it, but if you go and
No.
check,
I
you'll
am
see what I'm saying.
totally not knowledgeable in it. Honestly, I really don't. Honestly, for real, I really don't know anything about it.
Well, you need to be more liberated in your mental thinking and not let everything be as taboo and as under the table as you are. You need to kind of surface up a little bit more and see what is going on in the 21st century, because there's a lot of stuff that is going on. And
So
I'm
when you are
telling
saying,
you,
like
men,
when you are start out, you come, you pop, you come,
I
you have
do come.
orgasm.
I do ejaculate. Yes, I do come. That's what I'm saying. I do have an orgasm because everything is still there. It works. I do have an orgasm.
No, are you? Is this the truth? Or are you lying just for an
I'm being
agenda?
serious. Why would I get a vagina if I wasn't going to enjoy it?
No, but some people could just get it feed, look and the whatever, but them can't feel.
No, I do get aroused. I do climax. I have an orgasm, and I have the best orgasms. Oh my gosh, Raga, when I tell you, oh, and they use their hands and they slap it. Oh my gosh, it gets me off.
What you say when the man them slap up your vagina and think that just turn
Yes,
you
I
on?
had that done in Jamaica too. That's
What you mean? When
Raga,
what
I
you
was
mean them
there,
slap it, them box it and slap it up now?
yes, he was digging me out and he had to stop and he just said, "This something is so freaking good." He just slapped my vagina. I was so shocked, Raga. He hit it. I was like, "Is this a Jamaican thing?" And he
Yeah.
just said, "I gotta taste it." And he just started to go to the land of the forbidden fruits, the one that Eve had plucked from the tree. Raga, he ate it and it was so beautiful. Jamaican men know how to eat that thing. And he was, because when I first met him, it was like, oh, he doesn't go below the table and all that stuff. And all of a sudden, Raga, when I stripped and he saw my beautiful body, he said,
Well on. When you say beautiful body, like nothing. I'm going to use the word tough, but I'm just using it in the Jamaican sense, right? Okay.
Uh-huh.
So when it's a beautiful body, like no part of you know tough up like man and them something there.
No, Raga, I've literally been on hormones since I was 18. So before I was fully developed as even a boy, I was on hormones.
What you mean? Sorry, could you just explain?
Don't you know what hormones are?
I know what hormones are, but could you just explain? Are you saying hormonal treatment? You were being injected with hormones?
I was taking injections and pills, so literally my body is soft, and also I had a BBL done, I had my breast done. So yes, I do look like a woman. You would never tell that I was born a man. Yeah.
So what you say you want to get married and all these things? I want to.
Well, yes. So I do have, my boyfriend, who's my fiance, basically. I still say boyfriend because, as I said, Raga, I said to him even yesterday that I'm still young and I want to, hoe around a little bit more. I want to have more fun. I just have my new vagina a couple years now. I want to, have more experiences. I like sex. I enjoy it. Men love me. I love going to Jamaica.
Wait, hold on. So you say I just bought a couple years now. You buy your new vagina, right?
I did because before that I only had breasts, and I was thinking hard. I had a couple girlfriends who got it done, and I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna do. I was just like, F it, I'll go and get it done, and I've not regretted it, Raga. I know a couple girls who have, you know what I mean, but I haven't. I love it, Raga.
Somebody post the following. Caller, you have a wound. So they're saying it's an injury that you have a. Hold on. That you have to lubricate daily. Otherwise, the body will treat it as the wound that it is and close it up. Is that?
That's someone who's a little bit knowledgeable, but still a little bit still ignorant, because yes, you could look at it medically as a wound, but I don't have to treat it constantly after years of having it. Obviously, just like a real vagina, you have to clean it, you have to make sure it's good, you go to a gynecologist.
No, but this person said that if you don't kind of do something to keep it open and lubricate, that it will close. Hold on, them say it will close up and heal in like naturally, as if like you get a cut and it would heal. Is that the case?
That's not, no, it's not necessarily true. There's this whole I'll say fabricated pseudo rumor where they're saying you got to keep something in your vagina, the designer made vagina, every day. I had to do that at a certain point when I first had it, but I don't have to do it every day.
Hold on. So when you just get it, you have to keep something in it to keep it warm?
Yes, because as the caller or whoever said, I don't know who said that.
Yeah, somebody posted it in the chat.
Yeah, basically you have to keep something in it from it closing, because yes, it is looked at as a wound. But as time goes on, it progressively heals and gets better. But you still have to do, it's like a maintenance. You have to keep it up. You have to like make sure that it's clean. You have to make sure that,
No, I understand that part. I think what she's referring to is that the opening is not natural.
No, I get what she's saying. I know that's what I'm saying.
The cleaning part, that is just regular hygiene issue. What she's saying is that she hear you talking, and by the way, I've never heard this before. So again, I'm learning. So she hear you talking, and as a woman who probably knows some more about this, obviously, she's saying, "Hey, you did your eye about your good hole and thing," but she say, "Yo, if you left your good hole at it going close up, right?" So basically, it's a need.
I know what she's saying.
It's a need to shop bantanya and say, "Go on here." Because anyway,
but it's this. Hold
on. She say, anyway, you left a hole, it close up and heal up and things. So you ever have to keep it open. And she's saying natural women don't have to do that. What is your response?
That's why I come to Jamaica to have it constantly open 24/7, darling. Because all those big bamboos down there, and your man will open it for me, girl.
What do you mean your man will open it?
Her man, since she's so worried about my vagina closing, tell her when I come to Jamaica, I will come and take her man, and he will keep it open for me with his big bamboo.
Yeah. But you're not easy. But
I'm just saying, she probably went and Google that up to be shady, Raga. This is what they say about some of these women who fight against women. Why are you tearing me down? Why are you calling out me? Why are you trying to say my vagina needs to have like literally something stuck up there constantly? Probably her man's dingling needs to be up there constantly, or her tongue. Because she's so worried about my vagina. Why don't she probably go get a gynecologist, check hers out to see what is going on up there? Because a lot of women don't know a lot of times that they probably do have creepy crawlers crawling up there, Raga. Okay. So she doesn't have to call me out.
So you ever take a woman, man, where like...
Raga, didn't you not hear what I said?
Yeah, what?
I live for taking away a lot of girls' man. That's all I do. Raga, I love people, man. I love people, man, Raga. But it's not even that. People, man, love me. That's actually the real tea, Raga. Raga, when I tell you, if you saw me, you would literally go crazy. You wouldn't even know I was born something else. You would drop to my feet.
No, big and serious, Well, they say you listen a long time. You must, and I have some phrases, right? And one of them is don't run in. If you listen,
Raga, I will tell you a secret right now.
Hold on. You hear me say that before. Don't run in because
Raga, I've been in a couple entertainers in Jamaica.
Hold on. One thing I would agree with you with is that nowadays the way how things set out there, me can't even understand how man just a run after everything. So to be honest with you, man who no want involved in them thing there. Me can't understand how them a run after every tail and whatever this that. Not in this time. Because one time trans people do them thing, you usually could have tell, there's something there and whatever. But let me tell you something, I see some convincing one. No, I'll admit it. All right, well, you ever see them do this thing on TV where them bring them out and say, can you tell, which one and whatever?
Yeah, that's true.
And you get some, and some of them you miss and whatever. So, me not frightened. So if
That
me
is
see you,
true,
me
but
can't tell us
Kingsley,
me no
I
frightened.
will say something to you. You'd be shocked. I've even been with a couple entertainers from Jamaica.
You
And they literally, when they first saw me, they thought I was a girl. They saw me online and they thought I was a girl. And then, because a lot of them, I will say, are DLs, Raga. You guys don't even know that. They come here to, do stage shows and we sleep with them. You know what I mean?
yeah.
So a lot
So when
of
they say
them come
entertainer,
here
you
and
mean
they
like
do stuff.
DJ? You mean like DJ?
Yes. What do you call them down there? Like the dancehall
Dancehall
artists
DJ
down
them.
there.
Dancehall DJ.
Yes, a couple of them. I will even say one who's locked up right now.
One who
We
have
did things
locks.
years
Locks.
ago. I
Yeah.
won't say who it is,
Right.
but one who's currently locked up. We used to date. We used to go together for a long time.
One
And
who,
whenever he would visit this side, he would be with me. I would go to Trinidad to see him. You know what I mean?
what you mean?
And
What
I
you
would go
mean
to
go Trinidad
Jamaica.
to see
And
him? You go. Oh, you mean at the sound of meat?
yes, we'd meet up in Trinidad.
And is a
And when they
DJ
would
we have
come this
locks?
side of
We have
Europe.
locks right now.
Excuse me?
And is a DJ we have locks right now?
I won't say if he has locks or not, Raga. You're not going to pull it out of me.
No, well, we don't want you call on name. We're not calling name on the show.
I've even been with a couple news reporters. That's as far as I'll say. A couple other guys who report news in Jamaica.
Yeah.
I've been with a couple of them. I've been with a couple other people. So, the I'll say the circle is actually really small. And we do have a lot of fun, Raga. There's I'll say underground that a lot of people don't know about. So even when I was in Jamaica recently, I had a little reconnecting with, a popular guy down there, He's on radio. I can't say who it is, but that's as far as I'll say.
A popular guy down in Jamaica on radio, right?
Yes, he is very popular. And we did our stuff. And
well on. So the DJ have locks. You did say that, Yes, me bring it up.
I never said he had locks. You said that.
No, you know.
I said he's locked up. He's locked up right now.
Oh, locked up. I believe you mean locks up. Okay.
No, he's locked up right now.
Lock up in a jail or prison. Prison in there, prison right now.
I'll plead the fifth. I gave too much info right now, Raga, and I'm like, I can't give any more. But as I was saying, a lot of straight men, even before I did my sex change, Raga, a lot of them used to be like, they don't like
DJ will lock up is a very popular DJ.
He's one of the biggest DJ artists ever.
Yeah, so you and him do the things them?
We used to do the things all the time, even before I got my vagina.
Well,
and it was before I got my vagina.
Well, actually, not for them DJ, them, well, me know for a fact, say them, whatever, the street,
So that's why I'm saying, Raga, not to cut you, Mr. Kingsley.
The streets are ray. Some of them never know though. Some of them, when it happen and them still go back after them find out, and them never know when it happen and them go ahead.
Yeah, but I will preempt it, Mr. Kingsley, by saying I don't trick any man. As soon as a guy likes me, I tell him right away. I'm like, hey, you know what I mean? This is what it is. And they're like, listen to me, this is not their first time. Or they'll be like, yo, it's their first time, but they still want to try, which I'm like, really? This don't seem like your first time.
Hold on. You would tell a man with a draft, you tell him, so listen, I tell
him right away, I'm like, listen, I'm, I was a lady boy. I will say I'm a lady boy. You know what I mean? Or I have a couple extra talents and gifts if you like it. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay. I want you tell them that them not back off.
Raga, you'd be shocked. What pisses me off is all of them want me to go on top of them. And I'm like, excuse me, I'm a girl. I am not going to give you this. You give me what you have in your pants.
What you mean them want you to go on top of them? So what,
they want me to
go on top of man? Them want you to do what?
They want me to give them before I got my vagina. You read in between what I'm saying.
Oh,
before I had my vagina, they wanted me to stick a ding-a-ling in them. And I was like, because that's what they're into. I'm like, no, you got to give me yours. I'm a lady. So they're freaky. You know what I mean? I've had orgies with a couple famous people from Jamaica there having fun. You know what I mean? Girls and boys. I didn't participate with the girls because I'm not into women, but, we'll kiss. But that's as far as I'll go.
Oh. So no for that.
You'd be shocked.
Well, no for that I go on to Jamaica.
Raga, that's what I'm saying. A lot of straight men, they just say they're straight, but I'm telling you, Raga, most of the men that I've been with are straight men. I don't really do gay guys like that, Raga.
Most of the men you have been with are straight men.
Are straight men, full straight men. That's what I'm telling you, Raga. So whenever you hear a man is very obnoxious and overly aggressive, and they're like they don't like gay men, those are the ones who are a lot of times are gay.
Well,
I'm telling you from experience, Raga. I'm not debating with you, Mr. Kingsley. I'm telling you, it's the ones who are overly uncomfortable with gay men or people off that rainbow flag who are gay. I'm telling you, they'll be like, I don't like gays. And in nighttime, Raga, they would hunt me down, wanting to sleep with me.
The one them were born it out the loudest, don't
Yes, you'd be shocked. Even the DJ who I see, but they're like, they don't like the gays. And I'm telling you, they love the gays. They like us ladyboys too. The ones who are like, they don't like the gay men and the songs. We even sleep together with their songs. But I'm like, isn't it funny that you're digging me out in, my Tussie Cat and you don't even like that shit? They're like, listen, they got to make their money. You know what I mean? That's what the people like. That's what ignorant people like. So they have to do that to make their money. You know what I mean?
So in general, then we have when somebody are load up and attack. Hold on. Sorry, here. Just stay here, all right? I really have to. Don't move. I just have to take this call here.
Okay.
Don't move. Hello? Hello? Yeah. You didn't get on the flight. Oh, I'm sorry, Papito. Okay, so what's going to happen? Oh, well, let me talk to your mother real quick. Yeah, I'm actually on here doing a show, but I just want to make sure, because of course this is important. So what's the alternative? All right, early morning. All right then, cool. Okay. All right then, cool. Okay, Carla, sorry about that. Usually that's a family matter that I had to address,
No, that's fine. That's fine.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
Fine. But oh my God, Raga, you made me say a lot that I didn't want to say.
No, man, it's not what I'm telling you. They don't know what say. No, my bad, brad. Hey, let me tell you something. Hold on. You know, say people are gonna beat me about this and whatever. Why you make him talk so long and whatever? You know that, right? Don't.
Oh my God, you call me a him, Raga, I'm a girl.
Oh, sorry. Okay. All right. You know, the people are gonna say, why you make you talk so long and and you know that, right? Cause me get beaten all the while. Cause from in Jamaica, me make anybody come. I don't care who want to call the show, right? Right?
Thank you.
No care what you say about yourself. Yes, as we say in Jamaica, you're still somebody pick me down.
I know that's right.
Right. So you are worried about that. My suggestion to you is don't worry, because me no worry, because me can tell you say when this go out and thing, you see the one Raga, so him keep up them slackness there, and him a this to and him a that to them beat me, them batter me. You can't hold on. You can't do this business yet. I don't have a thick skin and strong in this. You understand what I mean? So I don't pay people of mine, all right? Everything. So
and they've been doing that and saying that and crucifying you for the last probably 30 years. So at this point, Raga, and it's always the ones who are doing it. That's what really annoys me. And that is why I understand a lot of women like me who do come out and talk about these down low men, because they're the ones who perpetrate and they say the most offensive things about us in the daytime, but in the nighttime, it's a completely different thing. The
man them, right?
Yes, the men. Even women, you know what I mean? A lot of women who are like, oh, they don't like us. I'm like, girl, but your man love us. A lot of them. I sit with a lot of girls and they don't even know that their man is drawing for me, Raga, and saying things to me a lot of times. I sometimes pull back and don't even date them.
There are a lot of people who believe, and I must admit, myself included, that trans people and gay people, that they exaggerate that to make themselves look good. This whole notion.
And I tell you, it's not an exaggeration.
No for woman man a look queer, no for woman man a run with down and all them something there and whatever. So there are many of us who say, they're just saying that, as a kind of defensive posture, to make themselves look good and to, to kind of legitimize themselves more and to say what you love and what you think is over there in your man, that is not true because
it's not a delusion.
So you...
Raga, and I can legitimately say to you that what I'm saying, it is not far-fetched. It is not overly emphasized on. It is actually the truth. And a lot of times I actually under-emphasize. When I tell you, Raga, most of the men who literally are attracted to me and come up to me, even before my sex change, were straight men. All my boyfriends were straight men. This is not a made-up facade. It is literally real. I swear to you, Raga. When I tell you a lot of men...
Hold on. If them go with you and know say you was a man even before your sex change, then they weren't straight men. They were gay men Raga, acting like straight men, or they were bisexual men.
You know why I knew they were straight, Raga? And to stop you in your tracks?
Yeah.
A lot of them prior to that, they say to me, they even before my sex change, I was a very pretty boy. They would say to me, oh my gosh, you have, because Raga, even as a boy, that's why probably I was born to be a woman, because I had a little figure. I was very pretty. I had a womanly face. I always looked very effeminate, and men were attracted. I have a lot of gunmen who I talk to right now from Jamaica, and they're like, listen, I freaking love you because you're the only something like you. A lot of them don't know how to articulate, so they'll say something in a compliment, but it seems rude or insensitive, but I get it. You know what I mean? And they'll be like, I've never been attracted to a man before.
So, gunman, what the song got gunman in your whole gunman?
Yes, Rock, I used to be with a gunman in Constance Spring, and he beat me really bad once because he saw another guy talking to me and was trying to talk to me, and he brought me home and he choked me and he beat me for days, Raga. I ran away and I never looked back. I used to be with a lot of shottas, like from Kingston, Raga. When I tell you, Raga, I lived in my 30 plus years, I've had a lot of experiences.
So, well on. That's what they shatter them used to sort you out and all these things.
Yes, Raga. I used to be with a lot of bad men. And them bad men, Raga, had real women and kids. I'm telling you, and I was their lover. They loved me. They gave me a lot of money, Raga. I used to get a lot of money. Raga, what are you talking about? Kingsley. Oh my gosh. I used to literally have a beautiful apartment up in Constance Spring. And I used to live at one point in Havendale before I moved. And I was 18, 19 at that point when I moved back to Jamaica for a little bit, living there, literally. And that's when I finally decided to fully move away, because I knew that, okay, you know what? I want to do something differently. And I just wanted a different lifestyle. You know what I mean? And I moved away. So that is why I only visit now to Jamaica.
I already know your answer to this, but I'm just saying, a whole bunch of people are saying you must send a picture. Send a picture for you.
Raga, I will send you something eventually, but I kind of want to, because I feel like I said a lot tonight and I wasn't supposed to, but I'll definitely send you a photo eventually, because I will probably call back in the future. All right. But
I didn't want to see it.
As long as you don't post my photo.
No. Don't send it, because the only reason you send it is to show them, but you don't send it, right? No, and I'm very strict on that. And when people call in, it doesn't matter. Hold on. It doesn't matter who it is. I follow their instruction. So if you don't want them to see it, because that would be the only reason I would make you send it. Don't send it, because if you don't want them to see it, I will never show it to anybody. So don't send it. All right?
I could tell you what I look like.
All right, tell her what you look like. Tell her what you look like. We want to see if you. But before you talk or whatever, one of the Tam farmers, tambourine family, Tam fam, right? Wamika, right? Yeah. So one of the Tam farmers, she named Cookie.
Mm-hmm. Cookie Monster?
No, she just named Cookie. But she said, let me see what she said. She said, you're a dirty liar and you're all no good, you're all pop down. And she said, fear all is 1,000,000 times better than your words. What you have to say to Cookie?
Tell her to make her man come try my pussycat first, and then she can talk, because I know I will take her man away from her, and even she needs to come and taste my goodness. She'll probably turn lesbian.
Cookie!
My good hole, we even make a real woman turn man. I want to dig me out. Okay, Raga?
Weird. What you say?
What you say? What you say? Man-made pussycat.
Yeah. Cookie need to come chomp up on
that. Need to come and let me shower her with some rain, a goodness. because obviously she's pressed by my good man-made tussie cat that is making her go crazy.
But
So since she speaks a lot, she needs to come and let me sit over her face and baptize her.
What you said? What she come sit what over your face and
She needs to come and let me stand over her face and baptize her with this good tussie cat juice, and probably her loose puss will get tighter and grip a man. Because obviously Miss Cookie, but I'll call her Miss Cookie Monster because she probably looks like a tree trunk. She probably needs to come and let me bring her to Turkey to get her vagina rejuvenated. Because a lot of these hoes walking around with trashy vaginas. Okay.
So what you say?
Clitoris long from here to freaking
Cookie vagina want to
Kingston.
save no. Cookie vagina want to save no.
Her cookies crumbled, Raga. It has expired. Okay. She ain't no damn cookie. She's freaking crackers. That's the hell what she is. She's no cookie. Cookie is expensive, luxurious, delicate. She's a crackers. You know them tough water crackers?
The tough crackers.
That's what she is, Raga. She's a tough cracker. She ain't no damn cookie.
She's no cookie. She a crackers, no tough crackers.
She's a crackers. She's a tough cracker that I cooked yesterday for my man with fish. That's what she is. Because I went to London for Carnival.
Yeah.
So I bought some Jamaican stuff and I made my man, my good man, my rich, handsome black man.
Yeah.
I made him some good Jamaican food, Raga, because he's not used to those things. So I had to go on YouTube and check it out. Okay. And I made him some good steamed fish with crackers. So that's why, and them crackers was tough. So that is Cookie. That's that Cookie Monster girl.
Crackers.
Her tough foot was in my pot, Raga.
What?
Her tough foot. Them tough foot. Because anybody named Cookie I know looks manly with tough foot. Ain't no pretty girl named Cookie, Raga. It's always some ugly girls named Cookie. And she ain't no cookie. She's a cracker.
A cracker. Yeah. Tough crackers, auntie. And tough crackers.
She's a mashup crackers, first of all. Not even a whole crackers, but a mashup crackers.
Well, you have a right to defend yourself because she posts up the chat saying things and I say your whole not good, your whole pop down and thing and
Raga, my whole has to be good. It was created by a man. Men know what men want and what women like, Raga. So my whole is good. And when the men up in there, Raga, they be talking and they be choking me, Raga, and hitting me, slapping my good vagina and saying, oh my gosh, this is the best thing I've ever got. Raga, when I was in Jamaica, I made one guy, first time ever. He worked at one of the hotels, Raga. He said he has no woman has ever made him come 5 times straight, Raga. I made him come 5 times. Okay?
Whoa.
He was in the front and he was in the back.
Well, Cookie still there by your key. She said, let me see what she put
that
there.
Is crackers. Don't address her as Cookie.
No, let me see what she write. She said, your all coming like Sahara Desert, it big, wide, and dry. Oh my God. She say your all big,
just
wide,
like
and dry.
Like her foot back.
Just like her mouth and her foot back. No. She say your all coming like Sahara Desert, it big, wide, and dry. Yo, that's cold though. She say your all big, wide, and dry.
It should be because all the big bamboo men in Jamaica have been ravishing it out. And what is wrong with a loose hole? Men love loose puss. Ain't no man walking around wanting no tight puss.
What do you mean, man?
Men love loose puss.
What do you mean, man? Love loose puss?
I'm telling you, Rog, a lot of men don't like overly tight vaginas. Oh. They like it with a little bit of mileage on it, like a car.
So why
ain't no man walking around loving no overly tight vagina?
Why Cookie went there and done? Why Cookie got the son and done, and start styling them way?
Miss Crackers cannot style me, Raga. She needs to go and look a man. She's always on your life. Obviously, she wants a man. She's desperate for something. And what she wants, I cut it off, so I can't help her. I don't have it anymore.
Oh, okay.
So obviously, she's looking for a touch-up of something that I don't have. Because I have a vagina now. That what I had that I could have given to her, it would have never even stand up for me.
Well, next one, that one I know, she named Pretty Punchy. That is her name, auntie. She named Pretty Punchy. I might read what she said. Hold on. Tell Miss Thing say anybody she get a Netherlands a pay she have to pay. Them I say you buy body a Netherlands. That's true. Pretty Punchy say you buy body a Netherlands. And that you do. Hold on. Give me a name. Give me a name like a radio name for you. Give me
a radio name. Yeah. Oh my gosh.
You want to call me Miss
Duchess.
What your name? Miss Duchess.
Yes.
Miss Duchess. So Pretty Punchy say anybody you get a Netherlands, you buy it. So you buy body a Netherlands. That is what Pretty Punchy say.
Raga.
Pretty Punchy.
Seems like she's reflecting. She's definitely reflecting off the mirror, Raga, because what she's saying I'm doing, that's obviously what she's doing. That old, tired, tusty, dry, tussie cat hoe knows nothing about me, Raga, to be passing those types of insult. Pretty Punchy needs to let me take care of her, take her underneath my wings, buy her some nice clothes, some nice wigs, and put some makeup on her, and probably I may fly her out to Turkey with Miss Crackers to get their vaginas rejuvenated. Because obviously they're miserable and their holes are dry like the Sahara Desert that Miss Crackers said I had. So I probably need to take both of them in my suitcase when I come back to Jamaica to get ravaged out by their men with me to Turkey to get their vaginas done. Okay.
All right, listen, I don't mean to get disgusting, but I'm just telling you, people, we are adults here and whatever. So they're saying if you don't menstruate, you're not a woman. I'm just telling you.
And Raga, a lot of them can have kids and their tussie cats are loose. Does that make them less of a woman because their vaginas are loose?
No, but that's
and their clits are longer than the many men that I've slept with?
But would you admit, though, that is a separate matter from the whole thing about menstruating, though, right?
Raga, first of all, I'm happy that I don't menstruate, Raga. That comes with too much baggage. I like to take man 31 days after month. Why would I want to not take man 31 days? I'm happy. I'm not fighting with them, Raga. Let them menstruate so I can take their man while they're on their bed resting water filled with lemon and lime.
No, I know that. I know you're satisfied with that. But what I'm saying, they're saying that ultimately, that is one of the defining, events that can guarantee you the title of a woman. So,
Well, Raga, they may say that as a woman, but their men sees me as a woman, and that's all that matters, Raga, because I don't do this for women. I do this for men.
Boom,
now, at the end of the day, I am validated, Raga, and I'm on a pedestal. That's why I have a ring, and I have a man who's wealthy and takes care of me, and that is why whenever I go Raga, all their men want me. So that's all the validation I need. I don't need validation from a woman. I'm not a lesbian.
No, so... So you're saying, as long as the woman them there, they say, you are not woman, that not bother you, because the man them a tell you, say, you are woman.
Make the most noise, Raga.
Yeah. And that's your thing there. Okay.
Raga, I don't seek validation from any birds, from any woman. I'm not a lesbian. Why would I care what a woman thinks about me?
Right.
So, do you care about what men thinks about you? No.
No. Then you are telling me, say, no, you don't think so a woman could a skilled lesbian could see you and be like, yo, she fine, and just like
I'm not into vaginas,
Raga. Man. You know, feel so like if them skilled and know them do that, a skilled lesbian could just do something to you as a woman and thing and make you like it. And make you like it. Yeah?
No, I'm not attracted to that thing. No. I'm attracted to, as I said, a bamboo, something that you have, Raga. I'm not attracted to what women have. I have one of those.
Well, in the trans world, is there, and again, remember, I'm totally ignorant about this thing, but are there any instances, do you know of any instances where a man changed to a woman, but only like woman? Like, and become a lesbian after?
Oh, yes, that happens.
Oh, for real?
Oh, yes, it happens. It even happens where it's like a swap sex change where the man becomes the woman and the woman becomes the man and they're together. Yeah.
Yes, I saw that on TV. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it literally happens in reality. This is not like a fabricated, thing. It happens.
No, but this is the part that confused me with that now. And again, I'm telling you the thing I saw on TV. And it was on the internet too. The man became a woman. No. The woman became a man, right? The man became a woman. Then them there, and then the man breed and have a child.
Oh, yes. That happens. That definitely happens. You know what I mean? But, unfortunately,
do you understand how for many of us, that is just like...
Confusing?
Confusing. Like really confusing,
It's only confusing to people who are not living that life or experiencing that. You know what I mean? So it seems confusing from the outside looking in. But love is love, and sometimes you just happen to just like a certain thing. You know what I mean? And it just happens. But everyone has their own thing. So I don't try to pass judgment. I just live for me and do my thing. You know what I mean? My thing was that I knew from I was 4 that I was a woman and I wanted to be a woman, and I saved up. I got my sex change. I got my breasts enlarged. I got my butt done. You know what I mean? I'm beautiful, exotic, highly educated, and I'm living the life that a lot of women would
All
dream
right.
to live.
So,
Right?
Miss
I'm
Duchess,
traveling.
like you look, you see yourself like 10 years, 20 years from now.
I'll still be a woman.
Describe your life. Describe your life 10, 20
My
years.
life,
Yeah.
well, my partner, obviously he wants kids, but I told him I don't want any kids. You know what I mean? I don't care for kids. I like to live a life that is liberating, that does not have any baggages. Not saying children are
No.
baggages,
But kids
I
would be
I
that
don't
you
want to be
no
a
no kids
mom.
would
I
be
don't want
that
to be a
you're
mom.
no kids would be that you'd be adopting them, right?
Well, obviously he would,
Right.
that we will do surrogacy. We'll do surrogacy.
Surrogacy. Okay, so you don't
Yes.
want that traditional family.
I don't want kids, Raga, because I like shopping. I like traveling. I travel a lot. You know what I mean?
Right.
I like to go out, dinners. When you have a child, you have to now think about the child. And I'm very honest, I'm selfish. I like my lifestyle. You know what I mean? I like to get up and be like, babe, I want to go to Paris tomorrow, which I go to Paris in a couple days. I'm like, babe, I want to go to London, which I just came back from London a couple days ago for Carnival. So I like to just go out. I like to do things, unpredictable. I'm very spontaneous. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So having a child would kind of hinder me from my experiences. If I have a child that can be out here getting plowed out by 10 men per month, is just not going to happen. So in 20 years, I'll still be doing the same thing. I'll be hot with my Botox, my fillers, getting rejuvenated, which Miss Crackers and Purdue Milk needs to get.
Who are Purdue milk? The pretty punchy that.
That one, the expired milk, the expired punch, the flavorless, tasteless punch, the nasty punch.
It's a pretty punch at the expired milk, and then
expired punch,
and then cookie or crackers,
the crumble. You have to say that how the cookie crumbles. Yeah. That is her, and I bet her face is crumbly. Probably needs a lot of. I could probably. Tell her and help her to get some hydration. I feel like she probably needs a little collagen, because I could tell that somebody who is that, I picture her being in her 50s. Older women are always miserable because they don't get a lot of penis, and they made their lives pass them by getting knocked up.
She full of chat, because she said, if you start to turn up, and she said, no man, she said, every man where she take and whatever.
Right.
Hold on. She said, every man where she take and whatever, she never have no complaint yet. Them say, I think turn up, and she skill like that. Cookie say, I start to turn up. I tell you that.
And you know why she has that delusion? Because she's delusional, first of all. Let's start there.
Hold on.
Raga, we know men
how you know you're start to turn up and you confident, so she can know if you start to turn up.
I know mine turn up because of what I have and how men go crazy over me.
The same thing she has said. The same thing she has said.
What does tough crackers have? What does water crackers have?
Wait, the water crackers not as tough as a tough cracker. So which one is she? Water crackers are
She's
tough
both
crackers.
It depends on my mood and what I feel like in the moment.
Yeah.
She is both tough crackers because it's tough and it's dry.
Yeah.
And it's flavorless. You have to put something on it for it to taste good. And that is what Miss Cookie is. Okay, that is what Miss Crackers is. She's a flavorless, dusty, disgusting, dry, tough crackers. You have to put it. You notice with crackers, you can never eat it by itself like that. It's not good. It has no taste. You have to put it with something. So for her to taste good and look good, she needs things. Unlike me.
Oh, whoa. This is the last one I'm going to tell you. One next person, she named Sweet Mango. That is her name on social media.
God.
Oh, she's Sweet Mango. She said, you must, let me read it now. She said, galang with your sandpaper wall.
My whole is sandpaper?
Yeah.
Really, Sweet Mango? What is she? Bastard mango? The big, tough, dirty mango that drop and nobody don't eat raga? Is that what she is? Because I know damn well she ain't no sweet mango. She's them big bastard mangoes from Jamaica back in the days.
Yeah.
When it fall and drop, nobody, them bastard, nobody ever eat bastard mango.
Bastard
you know this?
mango, them big
old common mango. I wouldn't even say she's a common mango. She's a bastard mango we get a country.
Yeah.
That is what she is, raga.
Yeah.
She's a big, dirty, you do know them big mango that when them drop here, blue. That is what she is. She's one of them big, dirty, flavorless taste. And you see, she evaporated milk and also tough crackers, all of them treated them all. You just put them in one barrel and you just kick them over the Niagara Fall, raga. That's where you gotta put them hoes right over to the Niagara Fall. Because why Miss big bastard manga come disrespect me about I have a sandpaper hole,
Yeah,
but I'm
they have
telling you now,
sandpaper.
her man
That can't
would
be
love
good. That
to
can't
rub.
be good. Sandpaper.
Rocka,
That
let me
can't be
say
good.
something. Her man would love to rub what he has on my sandpaper, though. He would not refuse it. He would like to probably start up a fire with my sandpaper and his tools.
Oi!
Like the biggest flames in front of her. Okay?
Oi! All right.
So let me keep walking with my sandpaper hole and my Sayara desert hole. I had to hold the man them Raga and I have
Wait. Oh my God.
If you want to say hi to my man Raga, my man is up. You could say hi to my baby because I don't hide anything from him. You could say hi to my man if you want to, Raga. He's here.
Yeah. Bring him on.
You could say hi to my good huzzy.
Yeah.
Let me let you say hi to my man, baby. Say hi to Mr. Raga.
See.
Hello. What's up? All is well?
All is well, yeah.
All is well. I was just talking to a radio near Miss Duchess, and she said, she was just speaking highly of you about, you guys and your future and everything, All right?
Yeah, I know.
Okay. And is it true? She said that she have the best sort out. I mean, you know what sort? Are you Jamaican? No, you're not Jamaican, right?
No, I'm not Jamaican.
Okay. She said that she have the best sex there is. Is that true?
It's true. I can bet on my dead body it is like that.
Oh, our sex is really, really good?
Yes, Raga. Yes.
Okay.
I told you, Raga.
Okay.
My mans are all full and in love with me. Unlike tough crackers, evaporated milk, and bastard manga who don't have a man to vouch for them and validate them, I have one, Raga.
Last one.
I have one.
Last one. Hold on. I swear I'm not going to mention anymore. This is the last one. This one, she's called Sonia. She's from Grenada. And she said, you could never take with any Grenadian man from a Grenadian woman. She said you could never do that.
She is right with that, Raga, because I don't even like Grenadian men, so I would never even look to there to even take. What is over there to take, Raga, from a Grenadian man? They don't have anything to offer to a girl like me. I like the euros, Raga, and the pounds. Whatever money they have over there is not enough for a girl like me. Cannot sustain my lifestyle.
So Sonia have to keep her Grenadian man in cause she...
Sonia needs to sun out, Raga, with her man. Them need to sun them out together. Her name is not Sonia, her name is Sun Out. She needs to get sun out with her man.
She needs to get sun out.
Yes. Sun them out, Raga. You know when you piss bed and you put the bed out for sun? Yeah. She needs to get sun out. Because she's also delusional. So you need to get a barrel and roll Miss Evaporated Milk, Tough Crackers, and Bastard Manga all together and kick them over the Niagara Falls.
Right, over the Niagara Falls in a barrel. Barrel them over the Niagara Falls.
All of them is delusional. You know what this, Raga? Be a delusional big woman company chat. Be a big Lego made bastardy woman who don't even have
hold on.
Them poor women, the Raga, obviously because they're attacking me, a young, vibrant, beautiful woman. What do they have against young, beautiful women? Why big women always fighting against the young girls? Let me know that. Why? Why don't they like us? Is it because we could easily take away their men and we have influence and we have youth? Is that why? And our vaginas don't have as much mileage?
Them always have problem with the young girl, them like yourself.
Yes, women always have problem with us young women.
Okay.
Is it because we don't have as much mileage and we have a lot more time left than them? And we could take away their old, broke men? Because Raga, I'm being honest, I only sleep with a lot of men for fun. A lot of these men in Jamaica, they can't offer me something. Once they see me, they know I'm high maintenance. They know. So, I don't have... As I was saying, Raga, they don't have what I need. So I would never want any of those women's men in the first place. So they don't have to feel hostile towards me or territorial.
Okay, because you don't want to feed them, man.
I don't want their man is too broke, Raga. What am I going to eat every day? Raga, I'm very bougie. Okay? Raga, they can't pay for my flights. They can't bring me and get me my facial treatments every week. They can't do my hair, my nails. Do you know how much that costs?
Oh, well, one second. Joan Clark, you say we must defend you. Now, me defend the woman, but you understand the context of what I go on. So, we are making sure juggle. Don't worry, man. When we start taking some call.
Defend me too. Because they're talking about defending the women. I'm a woman, they got to defend me too.
No, they must have to defend Tam Fam. I'm always defend Tam Fam.
I'm a Tam Fam too. So, what's the point?
I better go hear what them are saying, because we have to make them give them opinion. I mean, I tell you from now, them are go bant on you, all right?
Raga, they can't banter me because I have a lifestyle that they only dream about.
What you say? You
know
have a life with them only dream about, though?
Yes, my lifestyle, how I live, how I roll.
No. Tell them about your good life where you have. Tell them about your life.
Raga, I have a beautiful, luxurious, high-rise apartment, Raga.
Yeah.
I have 2 cars, and I don't even drive, Raga. I get chauffeured around. My man or I call to have me taken around. I get spa treatments every day, Raga.
Yeah.
I could get up tomorrow and be like, I want to go to Jamaica to get plowed out. And I just say, baby, and I'm out. He says, how much money you need? And I'm out. The other day when I came to Jamaica, I spent millions, and I was only there for 2 weeks, Raga, on the resort, tipping, giving, having fun, Raga. I'm a charitable person, okay? And I also, I'm very charitable because I also gave them a lot of sex that they were yearning and needed.
Right.
So I helped out. That was my part of the war effort for Jamaica.
Right.
Okay? I donated this beautiful body to a lot of men in need. And I also gave away a lot of money to help the less fortunate. So probably if Tough Crackers and Miss Bastard Mango, Miss Sunout, evaporated expired milk were doing that, they would be way more happy.
Hold on. This is a man. Him name Dog Bite. Well, that's his name. Dog Bite. Him say anyway, Wally and thing, him that shot your quarter dozen box.
I know he shot it right in my vagina. That's what he's trying to say, Raga. That's what he's really trying to say, Raga. He was put it right up in my pum-pum.
Right up.
That's where he just want to shot it, Raga.
When you say Dog Bite, I want to slap you up right up in your
Dog Bite wants to bite on my good tussy cat. That's what he's really saying, Raga. He wants to bite on my good man-made turkey tussy cat. That's what he really saying.
Dog Bite.
Raga, you have to read between the lines.
That's it mean, though.
Yes.
So when
he wants to box up my pum pum.
Yeah, when him say much get shot your quarter dozen box, I really your pum pum him want box up, no.
Yes, Ruggy, and I tell him, Ruggy, if I lay down in front Dog Bite right now, he would eat it out. I'm telling you, this is the most beautiful thing he's ever seen.
Dive in, no.
Ruggy and be like, oh my gosh. And my something don't have no fish scent. It don't even taste salty.
Okay.
So he would love it.
Okay.
And I don't use, like them bigger man Rugger who used to use blue soap and wash them vagina. Yeah. I don't use that.
Okay.
So my vagina don't taste like carbolic soap.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
so
it doesn't.
So Dog Bite would I love it, no.
First of all, Raga, the name says it all. Dog Bite.
Yeah.
He's a dog that bites anything. He would bite this.
So he
would definitely bite
if
this.
Dog Bite come here, that's a bite this bitch, don't it?
He would. Exactly. And you know, a dog is a bitch. What is more profound?
Yeah.
Raga, you couldn't write this. Dog bite? He's a dog. Of course, he would bite my wet meat.
Okay. All right. So let me hear with some other call officer and thing. I'm sure they're
definitely,
not going to,
Raga.
They're not
definitely.
going to be short on words. So you
need to let me know where you're gonna be at. I want to come to one of your shows in America because I'll be in America for Christmas.
Oh, okay.
I was just in America for my birthday a month ago.
Okay. Mine a lie, I tell you, you can't travel, come over here, you know. Mine a lie.
Raga, I have literally a European passport, sweetie.
Okay, all right then.
Yes. So, Mr. Kingsley, I will say you're still looking great. You're doing well. I'm so proud of you. And I cannot wait to see you again. I did see you once. You don't know, but I did see you once in Jamaica. In Kingston, actually. It was super fast. I was driving past and you were coming out of the, oh my gosh, it was Halfway Tree. It was a store there. It was super fast and you looked so great. You were so thick and tall. And you still look the same. It's so shocking. You haven't aged, Raga. What is the secret? A lot of pum-pum juice on your head? You look great. Oh my gosh. Raga, you look great. Keep laying underneath the keep doing the reading. Reading is what?
Yes,
fundamental.
Read. It's read me read.
My God. Don't stop reading on the table, Raga.
I mean, my new name should be librarian because I'm music.
You are, because you like to read a lot.
Yes, I read a lot. Yes, I am.
I can't wait for you to get to the pages about us type of women, us special women. So keep reading for now, but hopefully one day.
Hold on, no. I'm not going to read them book then. I can't manage.
You never know, Raga. You used to say, you never know about reading about going on in the table.
Hold on, but don't you know exactly what you would never do, don't it?
Listen, in this world, Raga, I will never say never.
No, hold on, but would you fall in love with a woman right now?
Okay, I'll say like this because I know what you're trying to do, Raga. I'm a woman. I'm a real woman. I have a
No, but I'm
vagina.
saying,
I
would
have everything.
you just stated unequivocally that under no circumstances would you even
Uh-huh.
entertain, even in the slightest, any type of
Uh-huh.
amour for a woman? You just said that,
Uh-huh.
right? So you know yourself. So remember, so I know.
But
So
I have the aesthetics of a woman.
I know what I'm saying is there are other people out there who know themselves and them just know a certain thing. There's a red line
Okay.
and them not cross
Okay.
it. I be can't
I
tell us that.
understand, but I'm just
Me tell you
saying,
say,
hopefully,
that not
and
go
it's
happen
wishful
because me not go
thinking.
there so because me can't manage that. Me couldn't
I know,
me
I
can't.
understand, Raga, but I'm
I
just,
know
it's
my thing.
wishful. Can I
Hold on,
wish?
hold on.
It's
I know my
wishful
thing that
thinking.
your thing, and you know, I don't
No,
know
I
man.
get it, Raga, but I'm just, it's wishful thinking. You
I
know what I mean?
wishful
Can I
think.
wish? Can a girl wish?
No, so what me I said, do trans women do this all the time, like them say, like you know, like straight man and say, boy, them love that
Uh-huh.
man there and whatever, even do so. Them something.
Yes.
Okay, all right.
As I said, you've always been my biggest idol, my fantasy, my crush since I was so young. You know what I mean? So I literally love you unconditional. You're so educated, you're so articulate. It's not even in a sexual way, it's just so much that you're just so strong. You're literally like a heartthrob. Do you remember back in the 80s and 90s when we would have heartthrobs?
Mm-hmm.
That is what you are to me, Raga. I used to have you pinned up on my wall, basically, in my head. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So I want you to know that we, transgender women, we love you, and we also want to thank you for always, regardless, not bashing us, giving us a platform to share our views and not having us as a taboo.
Right.
I really appreciate that. Even in that time, I remember
No. Hold on. Oh, go on. Even that time, you remember what?
I remember one of the times that stood out to me why I knew you were, and this is how I know you were a straight man. Because I know, I don't know, man. Raga, I know you are straight. You know how I know that? Because of how you deal with us, how you, you know what I mean, accept us and let us have that space, and you've never tried to belittle us, and you gave us that platform. A lot of down low men who are also super insecure, they would not do that. I know men who pretend to be straight, as I said, and they're not. I know them. I know you're a straight man, and I would never pass on anything on to you, but I just like the fact that you're so comfortable. And that's how I know you are a straight man. So whoever judges men about you,
let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Unapologetically, you and I were totally aligned here because I am on record to say that when you see, if you're not something,
yes,
you don't need to get up every day and announce that you're not something.
Exactly.
If you're not something, you're just not something, right? So I am always.
Do you ever hear a thief walking around saying that they're not a thief?
Right. I am always wary. I demand them that perform hyper heterosexuality and feel a need to perform that hyper masculinity because again, somebody who look good, them no need for go on and tell people say them look good. As you see them, you know them look good, right? Right?
Exactly.
Whatever a person is, they don't need to announce it if they're genuinely that, right? So I totally agree with it there. But ironically, because as you know from Jamaica and thing and whatever, when gay people call in or whatever call in, I make them talk and we talk and reason because again, the Jamaican saying is at the end of the day, you have somebody pick me to, don't it? Right?
Exactly.
I think that you should have a voice, and I think radio and media shouldn't be exclusively for any one group of people or whatever. So if trans people and gay people want to talk, and we can argue to and cuss and go on, but we should have the freedom for talk. But some me get beaten for that and them say me gay, I'm a batty man and this and that because I make on talk.
Exactly.
And you know that.
And Raga, the ones who are actually the ones who are doing the thing, those are the ones who are beating you because you're kind of, by you giving us a platform, you're kind of pulling them out and making them uncomfortable because they're feeling like, oh my God, I wonder if my secret will come out now. Oh my gosh, it's just getting a little bit
but what about the argument where they make when them say, no, but Raga, when you make them talk, legitimize them, make them feel like, say, what about that? What's your response?
Raga, you cannot legitimize something that is legitimately here and is actually reality. That's like me saying, you cannot have black people around because that is taboo. That is not, don't give them a platform to speak about their own injustices. The same way black people could complain about their own injustices, and I'm just using that as an example, you know what I mean? Because sometimes you kind of have to make that jump or stretch. us as transgender women and gay people, we also need that platform too. So it's like, why can you complain about what, you know, a certain demographic of people are doing to you and perpetrating onto you, but we can't do the same thing? Don't you see that as hypocrisy? You know what I mean?
Right.
So it's like, you can't speak for one, but we all can't speak.
Yeah, my thing is like, we don't have to agree either, but it don't mean that you know, we shouldn't make the person talk.
And at the end of the day, Raga, why do you care about my life that much? Why do you care about what I'm doing? Why not focus on you? You know, as Black people, a lot of them do like to pick the beam out of everybody else's eye before they actually see their own fault. And I'm like, you have sinned. Why the hell do you care about mine? Why are you letting mine be the height of the status of what is so not wrong? Girl, what the hell are you doing? What are you doing? Because last time I checked, no one left you in charge of nobody's sin, of who's doing what. So you need to probably focus on your own house and not try to worry about fixing or cleaning mine, because I'm highly domesticated. So I don't need you to worry about what I'm doing. Focus on what you're doing.
All right.
Simple.
I'm going to take some other call and see what them.
Definitely. Thank you, Kingsley. Love you so much. We love you. The girls love you. Thank you. And let us know when you're going to have a show. I would like to pull up and surprise you. That would be so awesome. You'll be shocked. But I want to come to one of your shows in America.
All right. Big up yourself, man. All right.
Okay, bye. Bye, guys. Love you all. It's Duchess. How you doing? All right. A toe is just a toe, darling. All right. Miss Honey.
The number is 64688. I'm not surprised. The phone is ringing immediately. Good night, call. How was sweet? How was sweet?
Hello.
Huh?
Boy, me catch your face, man. Tell us so you don't have you know a vice tonight.
What is that? What?
They have you in a vice.
Have me in a vice?
Vice, V-I-C-E.
Yeah, what you mean by that? Explain.
Boy, me see your face. It's like you want to laugh, you don't want to laugh.
No, honestly.
This shame I come and behave as though she a woman.
So what you have to say about everything where Duchess said?
Me traumatized. Me honestly traumatized because
why you traumatized?
No false pum can come against what God make.
Okay.
The original is always the original. Oh, rubber for come against nice things.
What you say? A rubber pum Duchess have? Eh?
What we get fear dirty pum from a come against God, good original pum.
No, but
it's her arm. I don't want to be disrespectful, but she a woman. She can't be no woman.
No,
but woman come from in that. You're gonna get false pum, false breast, false body, false everything, and you want to come up against God, good creation. She needs to go sit down. She needs to go sit down. And all the lies appear like she tell.
You think she enough most of the thing then where she has
most of what she's saying not true.
Okay.
Most of what she's saying is not true. It's just for a hype and because she's on the show.
Okay.
You understand? Me not believe I don't believe half of what she says. Maybe none of what she says.
All them things what she say about the man them love her pum and them something that you know feel saying.
Who go love rubber pum? I wish man you know love rubber pum. Man not even want to put on condom much as to go in a rubber pum.
When you say rubber pum, you say rubber pum can't good.
When you have one good pum, the man don't even want to put on one condom, much less if you go in a rubber.
Much less if you go in a rubber pum, I think I whatever. Jesus God, yo. So
no, sir, I'm gonna come off and make somebody else talk.
Yeah, because I want if people want pepper have the
yeah, man, I give everybody the opportunity. You know me always a calling.
All right, I say a word, man. Blessings, man.
Let somebody else say something. All right, have a good night.
Yeah, man. Hello, good night.
Good night.
Yes.
Hi, Raga.
What's up?
Hi.
What's up,
Am I the first call? Am I the first caller after that caller?
No, you're the second. Somebody else just call and say, Duchess rubber pum can't compare to natural pum.
Listen, I'm telling you, it's only because this is your platform and I have a huge respect for you.
Yeah.
But it just irks me whenever I hear men come on or, okay, they said they're trans women. We're fine with that. There is no issue with that. But, Raga, you notice in the chat when I said, it's not. It cannot be a real vagina because the body treats it as a wound.
It's a wound, right? And if you leave it, it's going to close up and heal.
Dilated with a vibrator.
Oh, I saw it go.
For the first 6 to 8 months.
I saw it work.
Right? So you notice when you read that, he got like super offended. Oh, I'll take your man. Oh, I'll take your man in Jamaica. All of our men are not in Jamaica. So what are you talking about?
Right.
But they have nothing else to say than we'll take your men. Okay, if he's for the taking, go ahead and take him then. If he's for the taking, right? So when they say, oh, I can take your man, I'm never offended by that. However, what I am offended by is the fact that he can just blatantly disrespect women, natural born women. Oh, but what about the woman who cannot have kids? Okay, so if a dog is born, right? A little puppy is born, but the puppy has 3 legs instead of 1, right? Does it make that puppy not a puppy anymore because the puppy has 3 legs instead of 4?
No. Not only that. So, I mean, if a couple dogs or if a couple puppies are born with 3 legs each, it doesn't mean that most dogs don't have 4 legs.
There you go.
Right.
So if
but if you notice, I called them all on that to say no, you can't use exceptions and then treating them like they're representative of what is normative in that demographic. Right.
Right. So in that case, Raga, if a woman cannot have a child, okay. The body is designed to have a child. So if she cannot, something went wrong, and it is okay. That does not make her less of a woman.
Right. I see your point.
It is okay. So I love it when they come, well, all women cannot have kids. Does that make them less of a woman? What are you talking about? That's ridiculous.
Right.
And that's why they have no respect for Bruce Jenner, who is one of them, right? Kathleen Jenner, right? Even though I do not co-sign anything, most of what he says, because the fact that you didn't turn a so-called woman within a year and you got Woman of the Year is deplorable. That's number one. But the fact that he always speaks up and say, I'll never be a real woman. I love to dress up as a woman, but I'll never be a real one. And trans women need to realize that. I will never be on their side. As long as they're disrespecting women, I will never agree with them. You cannot disrespect something you are attaining to be.
Well, when I read this stuff, and again, I'm not defending any side. My part of my job here is to, present what they say. Because to be honest with you, I have a problem with them. I have a problem with this whole thing about there's no natural woman. I find that categorically insulting and disgusting, and I think we need to defend women in that regard, right? And this whole thing, we need to ban Aretha Franklin's song about natural woman. I was just so angry with that, right? But they argue that it's the natural, they call natural woman, cisgender woman. So them say it's the cisgender women who are attacking us and saying that we are not as women and whatever. So, what you think about that? Their response that essentially kind of saying that some of them really attack women, and some of them it's their nature to behave
Listen,
in an exaggerated feminine way. And some of them very out and rude, when them a cuss woman and I say they're more woman than, natural women. But what you think about their argument that, some are saying, listen, we just want to be left alone. It's those cis women who are attacking us. That's why we argue back with them. You think it's so?
But that is not really true. Okay. Just in the case with that big riled up on social media the other day with Jesse Lyris, right? Yeah. That is just one case that we can isolate and say that they started it with that man saying, "Oh, cis women, you don't own the rights on period." It wasn't us who started that. We just responded.
I was offended by that, and I was like, "So that's that's where it is right now." Like,
right? Right, Raga.
Yeah.
But I think what happened is, right, we don't own the rights to period. Or are we arguing about periods? Difficult periods are? Are we really arguing about who own periods? They can have it.
Yeah.
Right? But my thing is, the masculinity always comes out with these wannabe women. Even him on the call tonight. What does men do? Men have to dominate. And even trying to be a woman, the dominant will always come out.
Oh, okay.
The control and dominant will always come out. Okay. Even though they're trying to be as feminine as us, the dominant
they still
side,
have that kind of
side to rule,
alpha male
will always come out.
That alpha male propensity is still there, you're saying?
Will always come out. Okay. Even though they try to suppress it. And oh my gosh, I'm a girl and I have a vagina. You have a wound that if you don't tread carefully, my love, that wound will close on you.
The way you say it a while ago, you say, "Oh my God, I have a vagina."
No, I'm telling you, each time I see these arguments on social media, I just sit back and I'm like, ooh, look at the masculinity coming out. Look at the dominant trait coming out of you. Yeah. But you're trying to be us? We birth you. Don't try to be us. If you want our support, you must stay.
What do you think? What do you think is going to be the end game in this this impasse? This battle. This part of the culture war, as they say in the unit. Mm-hmm. Where do you think we're going to end up with it?
Nature will always prevail. Raga, you take 10 of them and put on an island for 100 years. And when you come back, all you'll see is a bunch of male bones. They will never repopulate. All you'll see is a bunch of male bones that are dead and buried.
Yeah, there's this man a man made an argument like that. It's on the internet, and he said if you put, if you put, I could be having wrong, but him say if you put one, natural woman, and 100 man, him say like. Mm-hmm. And
you get a nation.
100 years later, him say you can get a nation. But him say if you put 100, trans woman and like it, I say one man or 2 or 3 man or whatever. Him say after a while, them are go dead out. So he must say at the end of the day, they can. It's only natural women can naturally procreate. So.
Of course. But, Raga,
so
again,
you're saying at the end of the day,
I'm passionate and people may say, well, he's not talking about me, so it doesn't matter. You see, I'm comfortable with who I am, but that does not mean I do not take offense. And I have a daughter. I have a teenage daughter. So that does not mean, even though I'm comfortable with who I am, that does not mean I do not take offense with, my vagina better than yours. And, I have a vagina. You have a wound. And I keep telling you.
Yeah, okay. The part that concerned me, and if you're familiar with this, you'll have to be careful how you talk, because I see parents being persecuted. The part that concerns me, I actually have no problem with who they want to be, grown people.
Not at all.
Be what you want to be. In fact, I have no problem with that. I am just seriously concerned. This movement of having trans people in school with kids as part of the curriculum, and that parents have no say about that.
Right.
I am concerned with it. And I say trans people, and I don't know if you see on this thing, they're doing this march and they're saying, we're here, we're this, and we're coming for
and we're
your
here
kids.
for your kids. We're coming for your kids. Yeah.
And for them, it's this joke. And I'm like, no, this is not funny. Our children are not, it's not funny when you're saying that about our kids. And is that where we are, is that where society is with this thing now, that you can come out and just brazenly and blatantly tell me that you are coming to indoctrinate our kids into your thing, whatever. So again, I'm not even making a case for it. They are the ones who explicitly say that's what they're doing. So, and then we as parents not supposed to have a say in it, right?
Right.
And then the other thing I don't understand is, okay, fine, there are other genders, right? Non-binary, there are other genders. Fine, there are other genders. The fact that there are other genders shouldn't mean that there still isn't man and woman.
Exactly.
I don't understand that. If you want to be something, be something. But don't tell me that you're not supposed to refer to, male and female. Don't tell me that I'm a cruel, evil parent if I relate to my son as a son and relate to my daughter and say she's my daughter and whatever. Like, Adessa would they know we really did this, You understand? I'm very concerned about that. And me check on the school and whatever, and the minute them come at my school, if my pity them school, I'm taking them out.
Without a doubt, definitely. You know what?
And I don't have anything against them. I just know that I have 2 sons and a daughter. And me can't tell my son them say you're my son, and tell my daughter you're my daughter. You understand? Don't tell me I can't do that and whatever. I mean, I have nothing against you. Be where you want to be, but don't tell me can't tell my child. Me can't tell my pitney that, and you can't come in school and come tell my pitney that. Right?
Right.
Never a problem with that. Never a problem with that,
That's a big one. We literally just came back from California. We, the little one didn't want to have a party, so she wanted to go to California, so we took her to California, right? And in the airport, she wanted to use the restroom. It's a 5.5-hour flight. She didn't use it on the flight, right? So, we rushed off the plane. She rushed into the restroom. As she's going in, this burly man, this big burly man is coming in, right? He has on a skirt, but everything else says male, right? He has a beard, straggly hair, unkempt, going in the restroom. So I'm like, excuse me, my daughter needs to use the restroom. It's airport bathroom, so you have a line, right? You have a line. So the woman's restroom is always full. Listen, Raga, about 4 or 5 other women that was there said, sir, you will not go in there until our daughter comes out. So a lot of these things that we're seeing online, it's not the majority, believe it or not. It's not.
Hold on, you see what
people
you
are
just
fighting
said?
back.
Hold on, you see what you just said? There have been instances where the parents them do the same thing and say, no, I don't. My daughter, my little girl is not going in there to see a penis because them her penis. And and the trans people them have attacked the parents them and say, them are discriminate against the trans person who has a penis and want to use a female bathroom with little girls in there at the same time. No, I don't want that. I don't want that.
No. No, and my daughter is not a little toddler, right? She's a teenager, but
it's still,
trust me, like the Jamaican came out in me, and I guess he realized it, or he's like, this woman must be mad. And then 4 other women who was in line said, sir, you will not. You let her use the restroom before you think about even coming in here. And we need to use the restroom too, so go to the men's restroom. So what we're seeing online, it looks like it's nationwide. It looks like it's all over. But I think it's a little bit exaggerated. They act like they're the majority, but they're not. They're not.
No. It's not. It's not. It's still, it's kind of loud, but it's still a minority. It's very much a minority.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So listen, I know other people may want to call
All
because
right.
this is like so eye-opening.
Right.
So I'm not going to keep up any more time. I know
All right.
other,
Blessings.
Tam farmers definitely want to call in.
Blessings. All right. People do remember
All right, take care.
yeah, man. Respect and Tasha. Cool. People do remember next week Saturday at the party. See, next week Saturday at the party. Make sure someone buy on the tickets and tickets for Laugh and Dance. That is my celebration party. Celebrate my birthday. Celebrate becoming a lawyer. Celebrating Virgo. Celebrating my new job at Spectrum Associates law firm. I am celebrating a lot and I want you to come celebrate with me. But I just want you to just come have a good time. Tam Fam style also, all right? And it's it's the first event we're having where we all can come together and meet everybody I know Mango and know everybody I know, thing. Right? So people coming from far and wide. And again, it's at Amazura in Queens. And you can get your tickets at eventbrite.com. Eventbrite.com. And you just go under New York. And then you put in Laugh and Dance. And you can buy your ticket online. Or you can buy a ticket from me by sending me a text at the WhatsApp number that you see on the screen. Not the 646 number, but the 929 number, okay? Just send me a text and let me know you want to buy your tickets. 929-400-1249. 929-400-1249. 929-400-1249. 929-400-1249. Just send me a text, whether through WhatsApp or whether through regular text. It's a phone, so you can send regular text. And just say, I need to buy tickets, and I'll call you back, and we'll sort out that. All right. Also, if you're in New York City, tickets are available in the Bronx at People's Choice Furniture on Boston Road. Tickets are available in Queens at Genesis Restaurant on Hillside Avenue. Genesis Restaurant on Hillside Avenue. Tickets are also available at VP Records on Jamaica Avenue. VP Records on Jamaica Avenue. If you're in Brooklyn, anywhere in the East New York area, Flatlands or so forth, tickets are available at 105 on Flatlands at Yard and Style Restaurant. Yard and Style. It's a Jamaican restaurant, Yard and Style Restaurant. Okay, tickets are available there. But again, the easiest way that has been for people to buy tickets is to just send me a text. 929-400-1249. 929, and then people just sell it and thing, and you put your name on the list, and it's right there at the door when you come, all right? 929-400-1249. 929-400-1249. Laugh and Dance, my party. Tony Mataran, I got player, DJ Chris Cross, Glamour Wayne, Jimmy Q, and other people are going to do it too. And it's just a vibes. It's a Tam Fam vibes. If you have never experienced a Tam Fam party before, you're going to experience one, and you're going to see the family atmosphere. It's a grown and sexy party, but just vibesy and jiggy and thing, all right? And we want to come out next week, Saturday, and make we enjoy the thing and thing, all right? Looking forward to tell a friend, bring a friend. And I also want to thank the people who won't be there. CRD is in Jamaica. He had a surgery. And can't come. But CRD buy 2 tickets, Cecile Bram, she can't come to the party. She buy a couple tickets and thing. And she does support the thing. So if you're in that space also where you can't come to the party, but you want to support the thing, we welcome it. I welcome it. All right? So you just contact me same way. And we will sort out the thing, all right? Looking forward to see you all next week, Saturday, Amazura, in Queens, Laugh and Dance, my party, Ragashanti party, Tam Fam style. Okay, sorry, I see a bunch of people were calling, and I just wanted to make that announcement. Okay, the phone line is 646-880-9161, 646-880-9161. Let's go for a little bit more, like say about 20 more minutes or so. All right, good night. Hello.
Hello, Raga. Good night.
Good night.
Okay. So I just want to quickly come on because I came on late and I'm kind of watching, everything that's happened.
Yeah.
So this is my take on this. You see, let me tell you, we work in an industry where there's a lot of LGBTQ people around.
Yeah.
So I get to that point in my career where if they want to address themselves as they, them, he, she, it doesn't matter what their body parts are. I address them as all them say they want to address, right?
Right.
So even when I hear her on the phone, when I hear the girl on the phone, I say, you know what, she right or she wrong, she this, she that, because we just program now, they just address them or they want to address themselves.
Mm-hmm.
This is what I'm saying. I absolutely love your platform, and I know that, with a lot of changes and transitions, you're going to be doing a lot of new stuff. And talking to her, I feel like, yes, it was an actual open conversation, but you see when a man come with the disrespect of the natural woman, or with society called cis woman, because that's a term where a lot of people don't know. They call it cis. They call us natural woman cis woman.
Yeah, cis.
You see when she come with yes. You see when she come with them the disrespect. Rather me not telling her like me say it hurt me, but it just rise a piece of anger in me because me hear her comment them and all me can hear a trauma. Me tell her, me not care what nobody wants to say.
Trauma? What do you mean trauma? What do you mean with trauma?
Listen, trauma, hurt, and mental illness. When I'm hearing her talk,
when you hear Duchess talk, you hear trauma, hurt, and mental illness. You hear somebody who is mentally ill, have gone through some sort of trauma, and is in pain.
Yes, absolutely. Because what people don't understand, you see, before most people go through them sex change, is a whole heap of psychological evaluation them the people have to go through before they get it now. They have to go through psychotherapy, go through session after session before, because the doctor them want to make sure so them really understand the kind of physical trauma they'll go through by the operation. I remember, so when they do the operation, I know one time them do it, them do more than one surgery to get the complete result.
They have to go multiple times.
Yes, because remember they have surgery where they have to take out the ovaries. They have surgery where they have to do the hysterectomy. They have to go through a whole heap of something. And then
hold on. When somebody born as a woman and is doing a sex change, so because a man, them take out the ovaries.
Do you not know that, Raga?
No, I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
Then that's what I tell you. So when a woman has disrespect the people on the life, me say there is a piece of anger in me, because I say, oh, them girls are not say nothing.
No.
Oh, them girls are not say nothing.
No, but hear me ignorant and about it, and because it's not something I'm study, to be honest with you. I thought that the change was just primarily superficial, as in surface. I didn't know you're going to remove internal organs.
Yes. Because remember, if it's a woman turned to a man, sorry, you hear me that in my background.
Yeah.
If it's a woman changing into a man, them say them can't still get them period, So them now want to go through there something there. So them have to take out the ovaries and have to do the hysterectomy. Now, what happens a lot, and this is coming from someone who takes care of trans patients. A lot of times the people that can't afford the surgery. You see, like what Bush done or whatever surgery.
Wait, one second. Rowena, she obviously have a toddler in the background. That's just how it is, right? So you can't tell her to get rid of the noise in the background. Just work with it a little bit, all right? It's our baby. Okay, yeah.
Yes, I'm sorry.
No, go on, yeah.
But, so what I'm saying
probably you couldn't move away from the baby then, which apparently you just did. Okay, go on.
I just did, yes. Yeah. So what I'm saying is they go through a lot of different surgeries.
Hold on. So when a man, when bioman, is that a term? Just make up some. When a bioman change into a woman, do they insert ovaries?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
Okay. But when
It's
but
really
when
about-
a
it's
but when
really
a
about
woman change to
removing-
man, then remove the ovaries. But them can't because there is nothing to connect the or well, let me just shut up because I don't know nothing. But them can't insert ovaries then and make somebody start menstruate and all them stuff. Them can't do them something, right? No. Okay, good. Okay, all right.
So that's so what I'm trying, just to be brief, what I'm trying to say is there's a lot of different things that come with that surgery. You understand?
Yeah.
So when I tell people, so when you see them people that disrespect women, so you have to you really have to take a side. It's not just a joke thing, and that's why I'm saying that when I seen her say, I'm not against what she was talking to you about, because if I fear her truth, it's fear her truth. That's it. We're not gonna argue about her man or her lifestyle, because obviously she go through some stuff to make her make the decision that she was born from a man to a woman. But my thing, and going back to what the previous caller talked about, is the disrespect of natural women, because women are already disrespected worldwide. So why would you take the opportunity in trying to be a different gender, now disrespecting the same gender that you're trying to be, and then making a justification that children can't take your man is okay? And we don't know our lifestyle. Hey, me tell us, hey, you know, like I'm not talk certain things because I radio show, you understand? So I don't ask certain things.
No, but you can't talk of things here, man. Express yourself.
Yeah, no, I'm not tone it down, because, like me say, me did see some comments on the live, and me I say, but see, look how that woman is disrespectful, I just take it to joke, and yes, it's a joke thing. Until you pick me, you hear them something there, and take in like something and then walk with those same concepts that the woman just talked on the phone about. Because everybody thinks that them pick me immune to them something. And they listen, any kid at this point, if they hear those things and they're exposed to those things, there's a possibility that they can be like that too. And nobody would want their daughter or their son to act like the way how she was acting on the phone. Like, if it's her truth, it's her truth. But at the end of the day, nobody no want to hear that. And nobody no want their picnic to be like that neither.
So said the last part there, you're frightened. If you know how much people me here, I take it up doing, you know.
And that's saying what?
No, I mean, I give some other people a chance to call it. But no, what I mean is, there are parents out there who, and I'm not saying, and I tell nobody what to do, but there are parents out there who never think that we're there, and them listen to the trans people, and they're like, okay, cool, and they're passing it on to their children.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
so it's a dangerous concept.
There's a thing on there where the parents I'm not going to ascribe a gender to my child because I don't want to be unfair to them. So when they grow up, they will pick what they want to be. That is being, a lot of parents are taking up that doing, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, not me, but me I tell you, say, and I don't agree with it. But to your point, I just want you to know that parents are doing it. But me I go bong some other call and make it.
Yeah, yes, absolutely.
Love and blessings here.
Thank you. Okay. All right, yes.
Oh, for those of you who are still here, please like the show, like the live, please. It makes a difference in terms of Duchess.
Hi, I just wanted to say something really quick.
But I say it real quick because I want them get for talk. Yeah,
that's no problem, Raga. But I just wanted to say something because I was like, okay, I'll just listen for like a cute little minute before I go to bed. But I just really want to say, because I feel like a lot of women are misinterpreting what I said, or for some reason they think I was like retaliating or being malicious against real women. That was not what I was doing at all. And I want to say that obviously I know I came from a woman. I love women. I said that. I have to be repetitive because a lot of them did not hear that. So I have to regurgitate that.
No, you did say
I
that.
was
You
not
did say
being
that. You
rude.
did say that. You did.
I always said I love women.
Yeah.
All of my best friends are real women. I love women. And if the girl before me felt traumatized or felt a way about it, I want to apologize to her or any woman on your
No,
life.
she wasn't
because
traumatized. She was
obviously-
just upset. You know.
Yeah, she's upset, and I feel bad. I would love to be her friend. She seems like a beautiful girl, and the fact that she works with transgender women, that is also great. But I just want to say, because I don't ever want to leave a bad taste in anyone's mouth, I called to tell my story, and it was an honest story, and I wasn't trying to be malicious. That's the last thing I would ever do is be malicious and ever hurt someone's feelings. That's not what at all I was trying to do. And I didn't lie about anything. I'm not a prostitute because I did read a couple stuff where someone said I was probably a prostitute. It is my boyfriend. He is not Jamaican. He tries to imitate Jamaican talk because I try to teach him a little bit of like Jamaican slang, but he isn't. But I was not trying to be rude to real women at all. And none of that, Rocket. Like, I would never do that at all. You know what I mean? So I just want them to know that I love them all and I love you so much. Thank you so much. And you did misgender me by calling me him a couple times, but that's okay. It's all love. I get it. It's hard for you to always remember to address me as a woman. That's okay. You know, it's just a thing and it is okay. But I just really wanted to say that really quick. Duchess is in the building, not going anywhere. I'll definitely be at your parties. I'll call again. But I really was not trying to harm or hurt or incite any form of ill intent with any women.
All right.
Okay. Thank you, Kingsley. Love everyone. How you doing? All right. Bye.
Six 880-9161. We have a little more time to go. People, Duchess is not going to the party, right? Duchess is all the way in the Netherlands, and it's really the Netherlands. She's in the Netherlands for true because you know the era code that come up, that the 3-1, the 3-1 era code, well, country code I should say, for the Netherlands do indeed come up and thing. All right, so she won't be at the party. The party won't be about that. All right. So calm down. Mr. Someone now post some stuff and thing. Lady G, relax. All right. Just listen and just know. It was making some reference to the future or something like so. But she will not be at this party. All right. All right. 646-880-9161. 646-880-9161. People, for whatever it's worth, I'm gonna tell you honestly, you know, I mean, and some people did argue. I mean, I say, yo, you see, as long as I'm in my house or when me work, and if somebody want to call, me see people call them nigga, and me see people start fight them and beat them up and whatever. You call me where you want to call me. You're free to call me where you want to call me. I don't business where you want to call me. At the end of the day, is whether or not I accept it. I mean, you can't call me that in my house. Hold on, Mango. You can't call me that when I live. They have to come out of my house. And if me work somewhere, you can't stand me them way there when I work. But I'm up on the road and I hear about nigga this or that. I laugh off at you, you know. Right? Remember, you know, people, as long as you not take away my, you know, capacity to disagree with you or to want deny me that right to disagree with you. Or if me want to just ignore you and allow you and thing or whatever, because you can say what you want to say. You can say anything you want to say. But me know where me stand. You understand? And as long as you not try to, like me I say, me have a problem with you, I will go to my kids them now and I will promote an agenda to my kids them. And you will tell me as a parent, probably the biggest and most awesome responsibility any human being can have is that of a parent. And you're going to deny me that right. Right? I see one thing, one man, mad. Him wife carry him youth go dentist. And when the youth inside with the dentist asks the picnic about, sitting on it about, are you this and that? Are you this? Are you comfortable in this and that? And the picnic was about 4 or 5. Like, seriously? Deal with the teeth, man. Don't clean the teeth or whatever. Why is this thing gone? One time gone, if picnic come on and you say, no, go ask your mother, right? You have that respect there. No, ask your parents if you can, so and whatever. You understand? That me have a problem with. Be whatever you want to be. I don't care. But don't come where you want to impose it on my children, them. And me enough you have a say about it. I'm not join that. And don't come tell me, say, because you believe that about 400 gender out there now, I'm not exaggerating. About 400 different gender out there now. Right? But don't tell me, say, because you have 400 other gender out there where you want to recognize. Me still must recognize man or woman. You're out of order. And me can't tell my picnic them say male and female and whatever. And I'm educated. It would be unreasonable for me if I could tell a hermaphrodite, somebody who born with both genders, say, be one or this and that. No. That would be, imperialistic of me to try to impose that on somebody who is struggling through no fault of their own to figure out who they are based upon them anatomy and them biology. Right? So be where you want to be. And then I learned that, yeah, there are more genders. I mean, I still have a problem with the one where it's not physical, but if you just think it, you have a right to be it. Them have the part that, if you just think that I want to be an alien gender, you have a right to be, which is ridiculous as far as I'm concerned. But with the physical part, I've learned a lot. But, don't tell me that I must stop being me. Right? But 1 second, Mango. People, think about it. Despite the differences across humanity, cultural differences, differences in cuisine, there's so many, differences there. If there's one thing that has been universal throughout history across all cultures, if there's one thing that has been universal, is the idea that man exists and woman exists. Any society gonna cure them dress, not care what scar them putting on them face in a ritual, not care what them do with them teeth, not care how them climb tree, not care how them cook different, not care how the topography of the land, make them see the world different, not care how them worldview different, not care how them religion different. One thing that has been consistent across every culture, bar none, is that man exists and woman exists. So if you want to be where you want to be, you can't come tell me that man don't exist and woman don't exist. Yeah, Mango, yeah. Yeah.
I guess I'm glad you said that. You made me calm down a little bit. And then, the audacity. They say you have 20 seconds to think about what you're going to do. But is the point of the audacity to compare a comparison a woman who cannot have kids? I never like the part there, But, it's like... Hold
on. So let's be clear. So when Dutch, say him, Cosby, when she did that defend her point, and she said, yeah, but women can lay a claim on natural woman because some woman can't have kids. You're saying that was insensitive and rude, give away some woman go through who even want to have kids, don't you?
Right. Okay. You know what I mean? If you're gonna go there, you went too far. But anyway, me laugh it off here, Raga, because life too short, And me just laugh it off and say, Duchess, you make me laugh tonight, swear. Long time when I have a laughing Friday. So sometimes you just have to laugh because, boy, I learn a lot tonight. Me never know half of the stuff them with me just hear. So
Yo,
I am like,
join
wow.
the club, you know. You hear me make sure I declare myself before. Say, listen, no, I don't know nothing about this. Something, you know, me no know.
Yeah.
Something where she explain and thing. Me never know them, something of them. You know.
Yeah.
I think the heavy.
Same here.
Yeah.
So may I say, our all, do with Kegels and stuff now. I push nothing up in it, I don't care, don't.
Talk up. No, beat her because she take it too, no.
I can actually do with Kegels.
Yeah, when I say sweet mango, I what she say about you again? What she beat you say again when I say sweet?
I want to beat with them, remember, because we just laugh at her.
No.
But,
No, she say, I want some big bastard mango. She say, I want big bastard mango.
Thank you very much.
When nobody know want to eat. She say, I'm big bastard mango. I jump out of the tree, boof.
I mean, none of the man them where you been with either want me. Hello, Duchess. I don't even want the man them where you been with. Your gunman them and none of them. So thank you very much. You don't let me bastard. Me have who to eat this a bastard mango. Yeah. I'm glad. Me have who to eat it. Yes. I have who to eat up the bastard mango. I'm 3 beautiful children. We get out of this bastard mango. So, push out natural up in this bastard mango.
Bra. Shots fired. Duck. Shots fired. My God.
All right,
mango, that's the word.
All right, the bastard mango with our natural children out. When my period come this weekend, I'm glad. Bye.
Yo, liberty boss. Anyway, that's the word, man. Big up yourself. Okay. All right. Mango talk. All right. Before I leave, we're coming up on 3 hours after struggles with this thing and thing. So I got through with this sound card and software and them just work when them want to work, though. When them I work now, so I could give thanks, Yeah, probably like 1 or 2 more call and then that's it, all right? 646-880-9161. 646-880-9161. I wonder if I can do this thing at tomorrow. Just wipe the computer. We'll see. 646-880-9161. Nothing wrong, if I eat that. You're right smack on 3 hours right now. A good time for done the show and thing, all right? And we just want to give thanks because we almost didn't have a show tonight. And we ended up having one, which was one for the ages, right? This is one of those shows that's going to be remembered for a long time to come. And to think that it almost never happened, but through some perseverance and patience in dealing with the myriad of technical problems that ensued and precipitated the show actually occurring, we have to give thanks, don't it, right? Because needless to say, there's a lot of disagreement there, of course, myself included. But it kind of helps when we can, you can fiercely disagree with something and at the same time you're able to contain yourself in a way where, you remain, shall we say, controlled, appropriately so, controlled and not let it get to you too much, All right? So we give thanks for that, all right? And at the same time, if you were incensed and angered about some of the stuff, you have a right to be. If you're upset about something, you're upset about something. So not because some of us laugh off certain things or some of us are calm about some of the things. And there are things that There are things that I mentioned tonight and laugh about, like before when we just hear them, I never laugh about them. I was very upset. And I had to give them, a lot of thought and reasoning and to get to a place where you can't say, boy, lower one for be themselves over this, but you just go and clutch and hold your thing over here, so you understand? And just for the record, because sometimes when you do them show, yeah, different people from different groups will come out and accuse you of being discriminatory, and you end up in a no-win situation where people on one side hate you and despise you, so you make people talk. Then people on the other side hate you and despise you because you disagree with for them thing or whatever. So it can be a difficult space to be in when stuff like this come up on the show and, passions run high and people get real upset about these things, It's not a bed of roses, being in the position of a moderator and host of the show. But again, you can't do them thing and weaken at this, you see me? You can just stand up and take your beating when them come, and defend yourself too, if necessary, don't. Yeah. So me understand that long time because when controversial topics come up from Jamaica days and things, I saw we hold it down. Right? But overall, I just want to say thanks to the item for tonight. And, I want to just kind of hold it with me. Thanks for the patience when the technical problems were there. And, we ended up having a very interesting and memorable show, and that's an understatement. That is memorable. Big up on yourself, people. Get to the tickets for Laugh and Dance next week, Saturday. Laugh and Dance next week, Saturday. Amazura, Queens. Ragashanti party. Roll out. Bring a friend. Invite a friend. Invite a relative. Invite a co-worker and thing. All right? All right. This is the last call. Good night.
Good night, Raga.
Yes.
This is Lou McPherson. I did not tune in the entire show, but I just wanted to say,
yeah.
And I'm kind of double backing what you were just saying is more so, listen, we were raised, majority of us, and I feel like this side, and I feel like everybody would understand the side that I'm talking about.
Yeah.
When we were raised, okay, boy and girl is boy and girl, right?
Right.
That's all we know. That is what we were raised on. That's what we live upon. When the new age come in, the new saga come in, and I'm 33. So right. I'm like midway. I'm right in between the both side when things started to transition, right?
Right.
So it's for us, the other side where we're like, boy and girl, if you disrespect it, because this is what we know, with them coming in and they're like, well, we're coming up with our own terms. Okay, well, we're not coming against you guys in the sense of we're not going against you guys in that sense. But when you cross that line, oh, I'm going to take your man. Oh, well, we're better than this. And then you want to give us name when we created the name of boy and girl. All this extra stuff, we don't know that. Respect it. Respect and take knowledge of, okay, well, you know what? I can understand. Well, you guys just know boy and girl, but
no,
this is the new
But what
term.
about the argument that when they do that, is that they feel like you're invalidating them, and it's a deep existential issue for them because you're saying that they shouldn't exist and they don't have a right to say this and that. So when them come with something about we'll take your man and whatever, it's really a defense, for try to hit you in your soft spot, because them say, I right, that's how we know say it a go afternoon. So, we are going to just fire back right, that's because we know say we don't like hear that. What about the argument?
I mean, I wanted to say something, but it's very disrespectful, and I'm not going to do that tonight.
Right.
However, it's just, I feel like they just need to take knowledge of we're not coming for you, don't come for us. That's my overall.
Right.
We're not coming for them. Do not come for us.
No, but again, a lot of them, you see them on social media and whatever, they argue that it's cis women who are coming for us and attacking us, that we're trying to be them and whatever, this and that. They argue that they use the term cis woman. I say natural woman, but I'm just saying they argue that them say a natural woman attack them, and that is why them attack back. Which is not entirely true, because I mean, I see some of them rank and them really attack the woman,
right,
like proactively, them do it. But what about their argument that them said, no, the reason why we behave that way is because on a routinely come for we and attack we, and no don't want we to be where we want to be?
I mean, and I'm not really necessarily trying to defend anybody. I just want to make that very clear, right? But I was grown and raised to listen, whatever it is that you're saying about me, because if I said something to you, right, Lou said something to Raga, and you said something that, it kind of got under my skin, it's up to me to be like, you know what, what you say does not matter. I'm going to continue to do and live how I want to live.
Right.
Right?
Right.
Nobody can stop you from living the way you want to live. It's when people, and I believe in social media is, yes, the problem. But this is the voice that they have. That's their platform, is social media. But when real life come upon them, what are you really going to do? Nobody can defend you. It's only you. And we're talking real life. Nobody can come to you and sort you no type of way. If this is your truth and you're living your truth, if that's how you feel about how you want to live your life, just live it and shut up. Just shut up and just go about it.
Okay.
I think the problem is more so they're not getting it, where like you don't have to prove yourself to nobody. Nobody has to prove themselves to nobody in this world. But they want to make the big deal of it.
Okay.
Now, when they get backlash, now it's a big problem.
Okay.
Just live your life.
All right. Bless up, man. All right, Lou. Big up yourself, here.
Thank you, Raga.
Yeah,
my God. It's a pleasure to talk to you, because I've been listening to you from young, maybe when I wasn't supposed to be listening, but it's a pleasure.
All right. Blessings, man. Strength and protection. Right, yeah, man. Cool.
Good night.
All right. Okay, people, thank you all for hanging out tonight and sitting and da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Take care of yourself, all right? Blessings. I think I should post this over Facebook because, at the start, there's some technical issues, April, but again, it's this is one for the ages, Take care of yourself, people. Respect and blessings. Cool.